Blue and red?
Yeah, so this one is the blue and red option.
Don't they've got pretty good coloured feet too.
Yeah, but they're not as orange as those ones. They like the orange feet better. But
you're feetist.
Do you think I'm feetist?
Yeah.
Okay.
These guys over here, they don't stand a chance then, do they? Because they've got like purpley feet. Purpley, but they're cold.
Yes.
Clearly cold feet.
Cold seagulls.
Yes. Yes.
But then that makes it quite fresh and different looking because it's got kind of quite contemporary colours in rather than the traditional ones.
Yes.
And I quite like that too. But the orange one's my favourite.
Just in case anybody was in any kind of...
No, they are all lovely. The orange one's my favourite.
I'm enjoying this actually.
Do you like that one?
Yeah, I like purple.
They're quite I mean, that one goes beautifully with that next option that we've got because all of the colours in there are picked out in the floral options.
Yeah, they are. Indeed they are. But look, you can get these. There's a whopping 7.5 metres of fabric. We should have put that on the detail, shouldn't we? 7.5 metres of fabric here.
I'm sure we can type it in between hours or something.
Well, I can't. Someone might be able to.
Yeah. We'll just get some passwords off people, it'll be fine.
Good luck with that.
That'd be great if we could type the stuff in, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it be hilarious? Yes.
We
have our own descriptions. Yeah, there's a reason we're not giving passwords. 2 payments of £37.50.
Yeah, there is a reason we're not giving passwords to anything.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying working here. Let's not cut it short. £74.99. Doesn't feel like work, that's why. £74.99 gets you 7.5 metres of fabric and your pattern, includes your backing fabric as well. It's just incredible value. Shop on the web, we've got lots of mix and matches, we've got lots of fabrics.
We have. It's all very nautical themed today, isn't it? Which I quite like. I have a seaside house, so I'm loving it.
Whereabouts?
Up north in Whitley Bay.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Very good.
It's nice.
Very nice.
Very seasidey.
Oh, there you go. You see, it's because it makes you feel at home.
Yes, it does. It does make me feel very much at home.
There you go. And you're going to be back with this.
Just seeing which one. Mine's probably a bit like that one. This
townhouse. Little townhouse.
Bottom on the corner.
Oh, you haven't got enough time. You have to show us at 9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 9 o'clock.
That's what I'll do.
We will look at your house at 9.
Okay.
And these. See you in a moment. Now next, brand new designer. She had a cracking first hour, JMC Designs. Then we've got Oakwood Essentials. And then, it's Hayley's house at 9.
Hochanda will be attending the Creative Craft Show at the NEC in Birmingham from Thursday the 19th of March until Sunday the 22nd of March. Take part in our famous Hochanda Tombola to win prizes galore. Or why not join one of our numerous make and take sessions being run by our crafty guest experts. You will be so inspired by their wealth of knowledge and expertise. You'll find us on stand F08 in Hall 11, so come along and say hello to the team. We would all love to meet you. Order your tickets online today at hochanda.com and we'll see you there.
Hi, I'm Ali Reeve. I'm from the company Stamps Away. Stamps Away is a family-run company with my husband and I. We create all things crafty, especially with a passion for mixed media. At Stamps Away we create a lot of MDF products because we have laser cutters and router cutters. We also create our own stencils and masks. We try and make everything we can in-house so that you've got all the materials you need to create your projects. If you're watching a show with me on Hochanda, you'll expect to see lots of different techniques, lots of ways of using the products that we produce, and it's all very much mixed media, so pretty much anything goes. So I hope you won't miss the shows on Hochanda with Stamps Away.
Would you like to improve your crafting techniques by watching and crafting along with your favourite Hochanda guest demonstrators, all from the comfort of your own home? If the answer is yes, then we are very excited to invite you to Craft Along, where you, our presenters and guests, will create an amazing array of projects throughout the year. So tune in, be inspired and create with Craft Along, your monthly crafting workshop.
Hello, welcome back. Now, this is a new face for you. This is Julia. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You have a lovely accent because you come from Inverness.
I do indeed. Yes.
So you've had a long trek down here.
Yes, with a very heavy suitcase.
Yes.
So yes.
Yes. So you could have
Must really
flown,
want to be here.
but you had to get the train because of
Yes.
said suitcase.
Yes.
So thank you again, doubly thank you
You're
for that.
welcome. You're welcome.
You had a stunning first show.
Well, thank you ever so much, everybody.
Sell out. We had sellouts on stamps. The collection of all the stamps sold out. Now we've got them back in stock, but they're on extended.
They are indeed.
They've got to be made, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I don't make them.
And then, yes, and then they will be on their way to you. So you will get them, and all good things are worth waiting for.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, the paper pad we have. This is your artwork.
It is
your
indeed.
brainchild.
Yes.
And
yes.
it's absolutely exquisite.
Thank
It is
you.
bright, it is colourful, it is cheery. 44 pages, and look at this. And it has a timeless element because it's fun. You know how we still watch Disney movies that are
yes.
50 plus years because they don't date.
Yeah.
Because when you have this element of fun, it's gonna last. And look at these.
Yeah.
So you gave your design team, got 9 on the design team. You gave them each a pad to play with, and then what happened? Whoops!
8 of
I
them
dropped
came
it.
back and
8
spent
out
their
of the
money.
9.
Yes, and then I've just noticed, because obviously some of the orders have come through, my husband's looking at them, that another member of my design team's put 2 off the show.
Would that be the 9th? The 9th member?
No, it wasn't the 9th one.
Oh, it's another one. Coming
It's another
back.
one, so she's ordered another 2.
Oh my goodness. And that's when we know. And that there are little telltale signs. That and the number of fabulous samples that we have
Yes, there's
on
one
the
or two.
back shelf. Yeah. But that's when you know that people have really enjoyed a collection. So 44 sheets here. If you're going for the 2, which is what the majority of you have done, it's $34.98, and you're saving £5. That gives you a whopping 88 sheets to play
It does
with.
indeed.
To play with, and look how
See, like
bright
this
and bubbly.
one. Yeah, so I made this and I did it with my Jane Davenport paints. So we've got some watercolour in there. Then I did these with gelatos.
Wow.
The girl has been coloured in with my alcohol markers. So, like, I went to town with my mixed media.
And you can.
Yeah, and so that's it. This is a base for you to pile a bit of your own stuff on. So we've got that mixed
Wonderful.
media vibe.
So does that then just get scanned in? It's so clever, isn't it?
I actually photographed it.
Did you?
That was photographed. That was suggested to me by the guy that does the printing.
Wow.
Steve, he's incredible. He's very fussy.
Right.
So I
Fair
went,
enough.
yeah, I went in and he zoomed things up to like 600% and went, it's pixelated ever so slightly.
Oh.
So I said, can you print one off? And I tore it in half. I goes, that's the first thing a crafter will do with it. But no, so he is that particular. When he makes books and things, he likes to be able to see every cut of the glass.
Oh,
so
wow.
So between my crafting and his, no, it has to be perfect. We've got a really good quality
You
thing.
absolutely have,
Yeah.
and it shines through, really shines through. And these are your toppers.
Yeah.
They're wonderful, really wonderful. And again, you're getting 2 sheets of those, unless, of course, you go for the double option, in which case you're getting 4. Oh, look at my maths. It's, it's on fire today. Right, I keep knocking that off. So I'm
That's
gonna
actually
just
4
leave that
sheets of
there.
each.
4 sheets of each?
So you're getting 8 if you get
Oh,
the 2.
that'll be 8.
So the
Oh.
toppers, you only get 2.
Right.
So you get 4 in total of the toppers. But
Yeah,
all the
that's-
backing
yeah.
sheets, there's 4. So
I
if you
think
go
it's
for the
4.
bundle, you'll get 8.
Fabulous.
Even more.
Fabulous. Right, let's move this way then. So that's $34.98, and that's 090553. The resin.
I know, aren't they
Loving
gorgeous?
the resin. I basically just want to make jewellery or make a fabulous box and put it as the feature piece on there.
Yeah, I had the LeBlanche team come over and have a little look at the fact it was coloured. So obviously they are well known for their resins and their moulds, so they were quite taken about the vibrancy of these, and were asking me how it was done. Obviously I didn't do it, so I was like, I'll have to find out for you.
Short conversation, but the interest was there.
Well, the fact that they took notice, I was a little bit, you know, humbled by that, because they're a big company, aren't they?
Yeah, the Blanche stuff is lovely.
They're well known.
Absolutely. Now, these are each going to be unique because of the way that they're made, which is another lovely key thing. Aren't they beautiful? Aren't they beautiful? And they're $19.99, a beautiful feature piece. And look, if you're doing wall hangings and things, then they're lovely. Or if you've got a super special card, these aren't going to be for just anyone. This is when you add it on for someone very, very special.
Our lovely floor manager was telling me that she's got a friend that wants an Alice in Wonderland themed wedding. And she was thinking, you know, the top table could have the big heart.
Yes.
And then the other tables could have the...
Yes. You see, this is it. Alice in Wonderland is not just for kids, is it? It transcends all ages.
It does. It does indeed.
Isn't it wonderful? I'm very taken with this.
I love that.
With
Sarah
the
made
lollipop.
that one. Sarah makes some unusual things. She's so good. And then that's our Jan. That's Dawn. That's our Dawn. She's got about 600 videos on YouTube. That's maybe not. I think she's got about 6 going up today with all the different makes. So
well, that's just it, isn't it? You know, because they are. I always said they're just that. Well, they're all just so different, aren't they? And wonderful. I like this. Look with your month and everything. Oh, it was set
Can I
beautifully.
find Jan's one?
Find Jan's one. Yeah, go for it.
Look at this.
I've just set the date off. Hang on. Let me pop that back. Oh, I've just skipping through the months. What have you found?
Look at that.
Oh gosh, that's gorgeous. Look at that.
So a frame from one of these budget high street shops.
Yeah.
And painted black. Look at that. That's a statement piece and a half, isn't it?
Isn't it? You see, I quite like cards framed.
Yeah.
And then it's it's kind of a card, but a gift card.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah. And that's fabulous. But then also, what's been done with some of these?
I love that. That's our Amy.
Is this the one that goes on and on forever?
Yeah, it does. She's obviously good at measuring.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's done a cracking job. Although I like your measure cheats. And you've got little tuck away bits, and then it opens out to there, and then you can open out that bit, and then you open up that bit, and then you've got more hidden in there. It's an adventure just in itself. And then over here,
undo the flap at the bottom. That's it.
Flap at the bottom to then undo.
I know, isn't it?
It's like a concertina. It's fabulous, isn't it? Everybody's been so impressed by these. Right. That's what you could be doing. Let's have a look at what else we've got. So MDF, 30 pieces of MDF here. And you also get your inspiration sheet. You get 2 of the topper sheets, and then a lucky dip of background papers, 2 of those.
Yes, and we do have a tutorial on this one as well.
Fabulous. This is your Mad Hatter hat. And if I show you this over here, then you get an idea of also, look, you've even got the table for the tea party to occur at.
So our Emma did that one.
Even with all of that detailing in the leg.
Well, it's Samantha Kay cut it for me, so she's known for being able to cut her.
Doing, doesn't she?
Yeah, that's
But you could do it like that, or look at that. That's a good party going on there.
Yeah, it's definitely mad, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I'm enjoying that party. So, you know, play with them. You're going to have so much fun. $19.99. Oh, hang on. Oh.
So someone's done it. That's Jan again. She's done a real vintage look.
Well, yeah, this is very toned back, isn't it? 341129. Beautiful. Oh, hang on. You've got your mushrooms on there.
Yeah, so you've got the mushroom and then the little club at the top.
Oh,
no, see, there you go.
What if you can't decide between the paper pack, the resins and the MDF? Put more together. Yeah, have the lot. And in which case you're going to make a saving of £10. $49.97 then that would be, and that's 540947. You get your MDF, you get your 44-page paperback, and those gorgeous resins. Nice. And you don't have to pay for it all in one go. You can also put it on a flexi bite as well.
Gotta love flexi-buy.
Gotta love it. Absolutely. It makes all things possible. Now we've got to pick a mix of the stamps. Now these I have already sold out once, so these will be on an extended dispatch for you. But the complete collection's on an extended. The pick and mixes you're still okay on. So if you need that now, you're all right. So you can pick 2 out of these. Now these are background scene builders. Of course you can use them in their own right. You don't have to build it, but of course, but we've got larger ones to bring more things to the foreground in just one moment. So if you want those, they all just play so beautifully together. It's hard to decide which ones. I think that's why so many of you have just gone, I'm going to have them all. 17.98 there, 214915, and you pick which of those you wish. Decisions, decisions. So let me show you then. So you call those kind of the background ones, but then we've got the big, you call these journaling ones.
Yeah, I've got journaling ones because they're more of a feature piece, but obviously it doesn't just have to be in your journal. It can be on a card. This is a card, look. You get to play with that one.
Oh yeah.
I'll let you do it so
with the shaper.
You know what you're doing with the camera.
Yay!
So yeah.
And again, so they're larger.
It was just, I chose the names obviously to differentiate the two, but one sort of builds a big scene and these are sort of feature pieces on their own.
Yeah. And they're just all so different as well. Fabulous. So you pick again 2 out of the 4. It's your decision, and that's 17.98 again, 837239. But if you would like all 8, if picking 2 is just too hard, it's sold out earlier. It's back on extended order. Then there it is, 62.99, saving £8.93, which is always a bonus. And of course, you can put that on your flexi order as well, and then you don't have to decide either or. Get the lot. Get the lot. Brilliant. Very happy about that. 613638. So these are the ones that you're getting. They're just so colourful and wonderful, and of course a great excuse to get all of your colours out. Yeah. There they are. Fab. What are we making?
Well, we're winging it now because...
Oh, yeah, we started one though, didn't we?
Yeah,
Last hour. We're going to finish that later.
I'll do that next. I'll do this one first because what I wanted to do, obviously the bundle is the one that keeps going out, and I've sort of, as I said, mentioned them as scene building and journaling. Lost my words now. Clearly needed more tea. I've had plenty in between, but so yeah, I'm just going to have a little play and we will use the 2 together.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. See, my husband phoned up and said you did an amazing job, but slow down.
So, did he?
Yeah. So I'm trying to slow down.
It's when you've got all these things to remember, isn't it?
Yeah. And he's used to it. So that's the same technique that we did before. I think it's been seen 100 times on Hochanda, but you know, you might have just tuned in. I had a phone call from a lady asking how I'd coloured everything, and I had a message on Facebook saying it's the first time they'd ordered from Hochanda.
Oh, wonderful. I hope they used HOCHTV, or is it 20? H20. Hoch TV 20, I'll get it right, and then that would help, wouldn't it? Because then you get 20% off.
You do indeed. So, I was thinking...
Yes.
This is going to prove my crazy head. So, I was thinking that we could make a little film strip. Now, because I have no idea what direction this is all going in now, because I'm winging it, I didn't think second hour into this malarkey that I'd be, I'd be winging it. But
it's best not to think too far in advance.
Yeah.
What's that?
This is one of the edging stamps. So as I said, with these scene building stamps, I tried to put everything in it. I tried to have backgrounds, I've got edges, I've got sentiments. But I'm thinking that what we could do...
Oh, like a film
strip.
Oh, I'm liking this idea.
So, what I'll do is, I'll pop that down for the side just now. If we sort of mask this a little bit. Like so. So I'm thinking, you know, you don't do it nowadays because we've all got mobile phones and do selfies, but, you know, back in the day when there's a whole load of you that all you know,
we used to
just put yourself in a photo booth
How many
and
frames
take photos of the top of
your
your, and all you get is photos of the top of your head or the side of your nose, so
but
that sort
has
of
become
thing.
incredibly popular again because they do it for weddings now.
Yeah, now they do the
photo
booths. I went to 25th party and my daughter literally just spent the entire time in the photo booth dressing up.
Yeah, it's great. It's genius.
So I'm deliberately doing it so that I'm not getting the whole cat in.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just
Nothingness.
do this. And as I said, I'm using my Jane Davenport one because it's hybrid ink. So now whether I use my watercolours or whether I go in with my alcohol inks, it's going to work.
So I can never remember which does which. So I'm always incredibly pleased.
Yeah.
For a hybrid where I can just use whatever. And it kind of makes me think, well, why would you use anything else?
Yeah. There we go.
Oh,
double stamped and it went okay.
Well done. Well done.
There you go.
We all breathed a sigh of relief for you.
Right. So this is my normal piece of crafting. My husband's like, your hands are flying everywhere. They're all sitting watching today. So
now,
like,
your daughter is home from school now?
Yeah, she's home from school
with
now.
With friends or just?
Yeah, she is with Lisa and my husband Alistair and Rachel, and they're all up at her house, all up at Lisa's house, watching me on the telly box.
Oh,
so she's getting a late night because by the time it finishes, and she gets back home.
Yeah.
Right, so we're double stamping again here, but you know, if not, it will have been a blurry photograph because they moved.
Yeah.
You know, they moved before it clicked.
With the countdown and everything.
Oh,
that
see, there you go. They moved.
Yeah.
They moved. Right, that's all right. We'll just run with that. It was out of focus. So now I'm going to take this back in, and I'm just going to use my finger now.
Oh, nice to go across.
Yeah.
Now, a third of the back in stock has gone for these stamps. Our viewers do like a stamp.
Clearly, I've seen that. That's good. I like stamps too. I have to say, I am a bit of a. So I've sort of done digital stamping up in. Well, I like the real stamps, but so far I've only produced digital stamps.
So this is your first foray
so nice
into
to have stamps. But see, there's pros and cons to everything. And one of the pros of digital stamps is that you can resize. You can't really do that with an actual stamp, so I suppose that's my nod to that as well. I like the flexibility of having different sizes.
So that's why you've got the ones you've got the journaling ones.
Yeah. So I'm just going to grab, we're just going to go for a very loose painterly effect because I don't have time to spend hours of colouring. My friend said that'll help you slow down. Get out your pens.
Yeah.
It's like you'll definitely slow down then, but with one demo that won't be complete because I'll have taken 4 hours to colour it.
But is that what you do for relaxation?
Yeah. I took colouring lessons. One of the best things I've ever done. Yeah. So online, a lovely lady from Australia. Yes. And I took colour, and again, that was one of those things. Doing that gave me the confidence to join design team. A design team gave me confidence to start drawing. So, you know, it was part of it. Now, I was bang on about needing your primary colours, and obviously travelling from Inverness, I couldn't put my entire stash in with me. So that is literally what I've done. I've brought my primary colours of distress inks. But from your primary colours, you can get everything that you need. So I'll just mix in a bit of blue and pink together, and there we go.
It's working.
It's working, yeah.
Oh, he's got a mouse in the teacup of his hand. Oh, I've just seen that. Oh, fabulous.
Okay, so then I would cut that out.
Yeah.
I'll do that very quickly.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to cut out a little film strip. Even the blurry bit, that's all right. Thankfully, I've managed to prep this one just. Okay, so I'm now going to pull in my picture raspberry, and we will just do. So we've made a little bit of a film strip there. Okay, so now I'm going to grab Chester on his own. So now we've got the big one.
Yeah, perfect.
And of course on this one, it says say cheese.
Ah, Ah, perfect.
So it works.
It does.
It's almost as if it was planned, and ironically it wasn't. It just came to me. My head gets there in the end. It catches up.
But there's such scope with these, and that's the beauty of it. I mean, all of the designs behind it. Oh, hang on. While you do that, let me just show you. I've just spotted this as well. This is rather fabulous. I mean, look at that for a gift bag.
I know.
Isn't that fab? It looks like it's swirling through time with the circles, but it just...
Jan's done one in the cards with that paper pad, and she's got Alice on it.
Yes.
And
I think
she's
I
got,
showed that
there's
earlier.
the sentiment that's got a smile as the curve that sets everything straight, which works really well with that.
What about this?
Oh, I know, that's amazing. That's another one of Amy's. You can tell Amy likes her books and she's very good. She does measuring. I watch her on YouTube and watch her like go round with a, scoreboard and make wonderful things. I'm very envious.
But then this is all ready for your scrapbooking and journaling, isn't it? You've got all these wonderful pages. And that's going to be something that's going to be great fun. Lovely. How do you choose your design team? How does that happen?
I have got to know everybody. So everybody has... Jan and I were friends before. Our crafty paths had crossed before. I'm also going to ground him. It's always good to sort of grind, and I'll bring in a bit of purple. I'm trying not to spend too long because I've probably gone from one extreme to the other now.
No, you're
going from being a racehorse
fine.
to a tortoise. Mind you, it's the tortoise that gets there, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So we're fine. So just putting in a little bit of the shading and stuff like so. Right, then I have to, I'm afraid.
Oh, okay, so this is the edging.
This is the edging. So I'm just going to, it always frames everything. It's a bit like you have a lovely photograph and it looks really nice, but see when you put it in a frame, doesn't it always look so much nicer?
Yes. Yes, you're
Same
right.
principle. Okay. So
I'm just intrigued as to what's going to happen next.
So am I. No, it's like I do have a rough plan.
Oh, it's okay.
Very rough. Okay, now I am also known for doodling on all of my work, and it's not hard, so I would encourage people to try, but I've put my own doodles in case you're a bit too scared. So we have some little doodly edges, and I'm just going to create a
look at that.
little
Lovely.
corner.
Yeah.
So, as I said, all of these little stamps here, they're not just fillers, they're not just because...
There was space.
Although I did that with flamingo, but there is a purpose.
The flamingo is one of my favourites. Don't diss the flamingo.
And then we have these little...
What's that?
That's a little spade.
Oh, fab.
Okay, so I'm going to take a few of those, and then we'll take a few clubs. I'm going to have to keep this odd numbers because otherwise it'll bother me, so we'll stop there.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to take a black pen,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll make them into little
hangings.
Little hanging thingies. And your best when you're doodling, don't try and make it straight because then that's when it looks wrong. If you make it look wibbly wobbly, it looks like it's meant to be.
Yes, that's a great tip, actually.
Yeah. Just don't try and be perfect in the first place and you're fine. Right, then I'm just going to, let's just give this a bit of dimension, and we'll grab a bit of 3D foam.
This is fab. I can't believe that, it's just made up of them poof for
Well,
you.
I've slightly prepped this one, but I normally spend quite a lot of time crafting. I'm not a quick crafter. So it's been quick for me. So we'll pop that like so, and then let's get our sage cheese. Now what I probably would do is have some black splashes, but I don't think we have the means to make those.
Splashes?
I tell you what though, we'll do some faux splashing.
Faux splashing?
Faux splashing.
You're
Let's
treating us
go
to
for
everything.
it.
I have to say, these are selling all over the world, by the way.
Oh,
We've had sales in euros and dollars. They are
awesome.
Destination everywhere.
Excellent.
So well done.
So I like splatters. Our Dawn, she likes to challenge me to do different things, and she took all my favourite supplies away from me, including my splatters. It was very cruel of her, but it means I've had to come up with new techniques.
Who is this Dawn? She sounds mean.
Who is this Dawn? I'll tell you about the one sheet of paper and the green. I'm looking at you, Dawn. The green.
What happened?
She'll know what I mean. She challenged me to make these cards. And she chose the paper for me, and it was the most hideous green you've ever seen. And I've been moaning about it for months. Everyone knows about it. I'm still speaking to her. So, yeah, I like a few splashes. So the best thing is, let's just go really fast, because if you start thinking about it, and you always end up with random ones where you hadn't expected, so you need to put those there as well.
Oh, these are looking great.
Yeah. Well, let's put some over him, because then that'll just disguise that he's a bit blurry. Okay, I think that's sort of it, and this is one that I kind of attempted a little bit earlier.
Oh, wow.
So, there we go.
But doesn't that just show each one is going to be different?
Yeah.
And that's just the beauty of it. Absolute beauty of it. Now, you can get the complete set of stamps. They are on a delayed dispatch now because we sold out. They will go out from the 27th. That's when they will be back. Now, you can get it for $62.99. Shop ahead on the web. Shop ahead on the web. I love the fact that everybody's going to be able to get these that wants them, hopefully. But you do need to start shopping on the web for these, as many of you are and have been from all over the world. Fabulous. Now, let's have a look. Oh, which are you going for? Lots of you going for the full collection. Some of you going for the pick and mix. Decisions. Oh, they're all fabulous. All fabulous. But what about the paper pad? This is where it starts with the fabulous paper pad. Now you can buy it individually. You can for $19.99, and that will get you 44 sheets of this wonderful collection. And because the pages are so full of things, this is why I kind of have to show you with the pick and flick all the way through, and that's when it all collapses on me. So just bear with me. I just want you to see. So you can use that as backgrounds. You can stamp your sentiments into those. You can fussy cut. This is where it starts to get temperamental on me. And you could maybe use those to write your things in. It's so usable. And there you've got your diamonds. You've got some lovely sentiments in there with this array of colour just jostling. I love the swirly background bit. Hang on, where's the other swirly background bit that looks like you're being teleported through space? Oh, there's your clock. Love that too. This one. And then you've got the floor. And then you've got more wonderful, curious things going in there. So you're going to get 4 sheets of each of these. Oh, that's a fun one. And then, there you go, there's Alice herself. But it doesn't have to necessarily be Alice, does it? And then you've got 2 of the topper sheets in there as well. Or be like the design team, who each were given a pack and then came back for more, to buy more, and just get 2 because you know that you're going to use it. And that is $34.98. 090553. That is your code. Now let's have a look at the resin. Now this is so incredibly popular. This isn't going to be for every card. This is going to be for the super special ones. Or maybe you're making a beautiful gift box or a jewellery box, or you're going to make it into jewellery. Someone talked earlier about wire wrapping with these, which would be incredible. But aren't they just fabulous? And each one is going to be different because of the way in which they're made. Just phenomenal. So $19.99 gets you 5 pieces of one-off makes, effectively, which is just great. 690918, that's your code. Let's take a look. Just over here. Look at that. Oh, yes. The MDF, 30 pieces, in fact, of your MDF. I like these, almost like little brooches. Time for tea. Maybe you're doing some sort of baby shower or something. A little tea party for that, or a hen do. because, you know, tea party hen dos are all the rage, aren't they? You can do them bright and vibrant, or you can scale it back. That's the beauty. Once you've got the stamps, once you've got the MDF, it's entirely up to you how you wish to work with them. You've got your hat, and if you see here, you're going to get the table, bring that in, the table and everything else to make a fabulous hat-based scene for your Mad Hatter's tea party. Aren't they wonderful? You get the toadstools in there as well, your teacups, your teapots. Oh, this is one of my favourites. Hang on. If you're never quite sure which way you're going. They're just brilliant. And that's $19.99. And we're... Oh, hang on. For the Hatter's Tea Party with your 30 MDF elements, your 2 topper sheets, your design sheet, and your 2 backing sheets as well. That's $19.99. 341129. But maybe you're going, hang on a minute, no, I'm going to need the paper kit. Yeah, why don't you get the paper kit, the resin, and the MDF for this cracking price of $49.97? All of that in there with a saving. You see, you get £10 saving if you do it that way. That is the best way to do it. And then 2/3 of that gone, and then you've got your 2 flexi payments. Oh, I might want to add in the stamps as well. Oh, these stamps are just brilliant. Let's have a look at these pick and mix options. Actually, let's have a little look at some of these cards as well. Why not? So, with your pick and mix, so you can see we were talking earlier about that these are the larger ones, and you can pick 2 of the larger ones, or these are they're called background, but they're really not. But they kind of make the background in this case. So you can see the different sizes. So on your screen are the scene building ones, which are this scale ones. And they're rather fab. I love how different all of these are. And so you can pick 2. Little canvas. Aren't they just all so different? Wonderful, wonderful. And a great excuse to get all of those different elements in. Look at her, having a little spring around. Brilliant. $17.98. But then we've got the larger stamps over here. And these are the journaling ones. But they work beautifully in conjunction. Completely bonkers, and in my heart are now on extended. They've sold out individually, they're now on extended. Now which one is completely bonkers? I think it is it that one? Yes, completely bonkers, and in my heart there. So these 2 are now on extended, so they will have to be remade and sent out to you. So that will be the 27th of February that they will be sent out to you. So it's just a little bit of a delay, but worth waiting for. Definitely worth waiting for. Most people, most of you, going for all of them, because it's a decision that is just too hard. But if you can pop it on a flexi order, why not? Do it, treat yourself. Now, last hour that we had, oh yeah, look at those. Oh, there they all are. So if you want to get all of those, I love that rabbit. Oh, and there he is here, in the smaller size with the house. They're just brilliant. Oh, there's your flamingo. Just brilliant. Yeah, I really like those. Yeah. Oh, they're just great. We started. Oh, are we going to finish off this one? Yeah. So we started last show. Your first show ever.
Yes.
We started this one, and I love the fact that you just kind of ripped up bits of paper, stuck them down.
That's all my leftovers.
Yeah, popped a bit of darker ink around just to lift everything, give that shadow. Brilliant. But it's not finished yet.
No, let's just do some feature stamping. So I'm taking Lisa's advice and I'm going to do some colouring.
Okay.
Not the whole thing, because that would take me about, I don't know, probably take a good hour to colour up a...
Really?
Oh, I'm quite fussy. I like to do all the shading and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is we will colour up her hair and her face.
Okay.
And then we will create her outfit doing some paper piecing.
Oh.
I didn't get a chance to make it before I came, but of course if you use the right sort of ink, you could ink all of this onto fabric as well, and fabric paints.
Oh, that would be stunning.
I thought that might appeal to you.
Yes. Yes.
Don't know why.
I can't
had a little feeling.
Yeah. Because doing that works beautifully when you have little white baby grows that have food stains on, and it hides them.
Excellent. Splatter, paint splatter your baby grows.
Yeah.
Wish I'd thought of that.
Yeah.
So again, with everything, I'm going to be. I've tested this Jane Davenport with watercolour. Now we're going to do it with alcohol markers. So this colouring looks well dodgy at the minute. So as I said, I was taught how to do this by a lovely lady from Australia. So it's not that I've just suddenly come up. But sometimes, I think this is why Hochanda is really good as well, that you can have all the tools in the world, but unless you know how to use them.
Yeah, there's no point.
Yeah, so it's nice having things demonstrated. So I am going with the darker colours in the shadow areas. And then I'm just going to build it up. Now I'm using my Copic markers, but any alcohol markers will do. And I know you've sold loads of them because I'm always watching them on the telly box.
You are an avid watcher, aren't you?
I am. You're on with all the Julias this week. See, that's how avid I am.
I know.
Yeah.
Another Julia.
Another Julia.
What's going on?
I've grown. Okay, so that's her coloured up there, and then we'll just.
So you just keep going lighter and lighter.
Yeah,
in tones.
I tend to. It depends. There's two different ways of doing it. Some people go from light to dark, but I kind of go the other way around. What you tend to find with the alcohol markers is they blend anyway. So, and then sometimes if the colour goes, I would redo that again.
Right.
Okay, so here, let's do some. I'm not going to go into how that works because it depends on your particular brand. But as I said, all alcohol markers will do this, so it doesn't really matter. So again, I'm going to think of the shadow areas. So there's going to be a shadow round about her.
She's got some roots, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, at the minute, till we're finished. I had some roots till I got it.
Oh, I'm at that stage.
Yeah. I had it done last week already for coming on telly.
Perfect.
Back to my natural shade of purple, you know.
Yeah. No, we like a bit of natural purple.
That's it. I have people say, "Have you had your hair done?" And I'm like, "Yeah, purple's my natural colour." As you can see, I don't think I've coloured any of these girls with normal hair.
Well, why would you?
Yeah, they're all a bit wackadoodle. So what I'm doing here is I'm getting the shadow areas because that's going to be darker. So this is the other thing with your project. Sometimes when you look at somebody's finished project, you know, you look at all of these amazing samples here and you might think, oh, I couldn't do that. That's amazing. Absolutely. And be prepared that everybody's artwork, I don't care who you are, goes through an ugly stage. There is a stage where you look at it and think, what on earth?
Because, and
you have to work past that.
Yeah. Who was I saying that with? With Lou earlier. And we were saying, you know, at this stage, this is when a lot of people give up and go, I can't do it.
So when you look at that, it's just a bit random, really.
Okay.
So,
but you're gonna randomly make this better.
Let's hope so.
Well, you know.
Otherwise, I might not get invited back.
I think you're all right.
Okay. So now I'm going to go in with, and this is me very quick, and it's like I tend to flick the markers. And as I said, I have to give credit to the person that taught me this. Elise, who it was that taught me how to do this.
I didn't know there were such things as online colouring.
Yeah, I remember
courses.
telling my friends, going, you know, yeah, I'm doing colouring in lessons, and they're just sort of like, what? Is that to stay in the lines?
Oh.
And I was like, no, every true artist goes outside the lines. So that's me got my mid-tone in now, and now we will get those highlights in. Now, this isn't my best colouring because I would have spent a lot more time doing this, right? But I'm going to show you what I do if colouring goes wrong. Because to me, right now, this would be, like if I'd done this, I'd be like, it's not quite the same as the ones that are in the papers, is it? And that's my colouring too.
Right, okay.
But that's just because of the speed. Okay, so... well, let's do some sparkles. So they cover a multitude of sins. So we just go in with some white dots, like so. And then I'm going to do the odd little So I go up, down, across, so we've created a little cross and then in between. And that just, as I said, hides a multitude of sins.
It just helps break it up,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
so if you're looking at it going, oh, I've spent all this time on it and it's not working, then don't worry about it. We'll just
Put a few sparkles
put
in.
a sparkle in.
Just with a white, is that just a white gel
just a
pen?
white gel pen. So that's her like that. So now I'm going to take the same stamp and hopefully beside me somewhere I should have some scrap paper. Yes, I do. Okay. Oh, yeah, I've got the rest. I was like, where have I put the rest of our colour? This could be awkward. She'll be a tad undressed. Can't have that. Right. Okay, so I'm going to just stamp this on here.
What's going on?
Yeah, well, I've already stamped it up 3 times.
Right.
So, I've done that already.
Everything.
Okay, so we'll move on to this one now. Okay, so I have already stamped out in blue.
Oh, fantastic.
And I've
oh, it's like dress-up dolls.
Yeah. And I've stamped that out there. Okay, and then we'll just cut the little middle bit of her dress. So this is a great technique to do it with all your tiny, tiny scraps.
Yes,
You know, if you've got a bit of paper that big, you might think, oh, I'll throw it out. But no. No. And stamp a bit of an outfit on it. So I think paper piecing is a great way of using up.
Now, what sort of scissors should you use for this? And do you have any tips as to how to cut?
Just the ones that you're the most comfortable with. Because to be honest, I've bought brands that other people absolutely love and I've not got on with them.
Right.
These are Fiskars. You'll know that as a
I do love
seamstress.
Fiskars, yeah.
Yes, I do love my Fiskars. They work just as well on paper. And you know, I've had this pair for probably more than 20 years.
Yeah, they
and
last
I cut paper with them and wire. But I've got a little scissor sharpener, so I think that's probably a really good investment, a little scissor sharpener.
Oh, they're great, aren't they?
Oh, they're amazing. In fact, I've got it with me somewhere. Well, that's if if it was in a bag that came here. Right, I'm actually just going to take that flower out. Now, me being me, we're going to have some shading. So, let's get our distress inks out again. Because at the minute, it looks like you've thingied a whole load of random papers. And we want that look, but we also want it to look a bit more cohesive.
Okay.
So I'm just going to take my various distress inks that coordinate with whatever that part of the outfit may be.
This is great.
Yeah, I don't think I'd do paper piecing while I was winging it, because that's a bit fiddly, really, isn't it?
No, it's fabulous.
There we go.
Oh, look at that! Wow.
Let's go back in for pink.
But you know, I think every girl as a child probably wanted those dress-up dolls where you could change all the different outfits. It's kind of what it reminds me of right now.
I would love to do Hattie, but her dress is quite bitty, so it would take a bit longer to do, but you could get a really funky...
Yeah, you really could.
Especially with that wacky... So that's it's got there, so we'll just glue that down. And then what I'm going to do is, rather than colour up the roses and things, I've got bits and pieces from the paper pad.
Okay.
So we'll just have a rummage, see what I actually have in there, and we'll throw it on the page, see what happens.
No, I'm liking this.
Okay, so we'll pop that down. To be honest, if I was at home as well, I would probably have kept that full and got like my 3D glue out and stuff like that, so that the dress has movement. But I think I'm risking it enough as it is, to be honest. It's all good. We're all good. So she's now got a funky little outfit.
Yeah.
Oh, and she needs some, let's give her some coloured tights. I'm not sure that top goes, but never mind. We'll fix it when it comes to the... So again, I'm going to do darker colour on the outside.
So does your colouring teacher know that you are now on a TV shopping channel colouring in, showing everyone?
She knows I'm here, but I don't know that if she knows that. But if you find me, Denise said to mention my Facebook group. I have a Facebook group. That's JMC Crazy Craft Hive.
Right.
And all the girls have been sharing their mates and there's amazing tables. So I would check it out just for those alone. To be honest.
Well, that's just it. It's going to give you ongoing inspiration, isn't it?
Yes.
Of when you've bought the pad and you want some ideas as to what you can do. People are very kind to share their makes.
And as I said, myself and quite a few members of my team do video tutorials as well. So you're sorted. You're sorted. Right. Okay. Now I'm going to look through. So I'll just spill it all out. What do we have? Okay. So let's see if we've got a little. So actually, what if I just.
Oh, take out the middle flower.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's just a bit. That flower's just a bit big for her outfit. But.
Quite so speedy with this old chopping out business.
Yeah, so what I do is I move the paper, not the scissors.
That's the trick. Yep. That's the key.
And I tend to have it quite far back. I'll show you what I mean because I'll have to do another one in a minute. Right, do I have a blue pen? Probably down there. I've got a blue pen somewhere. Underneath the... can I move that? Yeah, thank you.
Got it.
Thank you. Right, so we'll give her a little Alice band.
Well, it feels appropriate.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, and so I'll show you that again. So I've gone in and I'm moving the paper, not the scissors.
Right.
And I'm doing it. I'm not in with the tip of my scissors.
Yeah,
it's
you're
quite
using it
far. Yeah, it's quite far back.
Yeah,
like if you use the tip, it can be a bit jaggy. I hope I'm keeping this still enough for the... I'm not seeing anyone jumping around telling me to stop, so hopefully we're all right. Okay, so that's her.
She's looking wonderful.
She's looking wacky, but you know. Let's have a... So, we've got different things here, and we'll see what we've got. Do we want a mushroom? Nah, I don't want a mushroom. Decisions, yeah. Right, and I've also got some of the girls.
We've got an array of characters as well coming with her.
Let's have some small ones as well. I don't want a high chester though.
He needs his time.
He needs his time
to shine.
So this here was made with, as I said, my gelatos. I think Kay's had these on with from Indigo Blue. She does it. She does stuff with Faber-Castell, doesn't she?
Yes.
So I know they've been on the channel. But I know it's going to blend perfectly because I actually made the papers with them.
Ah, there you go. So what are they?
They're like a... Have a little look. I don't know if there's anything on the website.
Gelatos. Ooh.
They're not...
they're like a pastel, but...
Yeah, they're water reactive.
Right.
So, like, you can move them better when you mix them with water.
Yeah.
But I think, like, Kay's done all sorts of things. She's chopped them up and mix them into mediums, and you can create lovely drips coming down.
Oh gosh, they're fab,
Do you like drips? That all sounds really random, but you know, on art projects.
Yeah, not from the bathroom upstairs that requires a plumber.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so let's grind these people.
So
I have
this
no
is
idea
your
what's
trick,
happening now. Now I'm just like making it up.
But is this how you would craft at home? You would just have
a
little play and just see how it turns out.
Yeah. Oh, look, fussy cutting. Look at that. That's out of the paper.
That's good. Good fussy
Tiny
cutting.
little. We could have some little things sprinkling about. Right. I need better not get too carried away.
It's okay. You're allowed. It's your work. I think this is overwhelmingly a fun kit. You're going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
You're going to have the fun. You might reminisce of, I mean, it made me think of when I was at school and had to do school play, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And, you know, or maybe, you know, did you have someone in your life that read it to you when you were a child or something? Or do you love the movie adaptation? Or, you know, it's such a, well, it's stood the test of time, hasn't it? So
it has. I'm just trying to see if I can find something to scribble on. I'm going to see if I can activate it enough to splash.
Oh, look at that.
There we go. I don't know if that looks good or not, but you know.
It's fab. Yeah.
My black pen.
But it's good fun, isn't it?
It
you know,
is,
it's
yeah.
bright, it's colourful, it's got lots of techniques, and it looks lovely at the end of the day.
I think that's sort of me done. I can't find my black pen, so let's just doodle a border. So again, I'm not going straight because it never works. Let's just deliberately make it all wonky and then put a few zigzags.
And that just helps frame it, doesn't it? But like you say, never straight.
And again, I'm moving the paper. I'm not twisting my
Twisting
my arm.
Aren't you? Yeah.
Because you'll have a way of doing stuff that's comfortable. So just keep
Just
it
do
that
it,
way.
yeah.
So the other thing is we can. So I'm getting carried away now. It's like
No,
stop,
no,
Julia.
I like it.
There we go. Yeah.
Fab.
Will that do?
There we go. Have a look on the website. It's all there for you. You can take your pick of exactly what you would like. So do head to the website. Do shop ahead. Get everything that you would like. And have a good old rummage around. Because it's amazing what you'll find. And decide which ones you'd like. Oh, decision. That's the hardest part. Mm-hmm. Now let's have a look at this paper pad then. So the paper pad is 44 sheets. You get 4 designs of each and 2 designs of the toppers. Mm-hmm. And they're just fab. I love the fact. Were they all photographed then?
Yeah, so where's this paper here? Sorry, this one here. So I started out, like I painted this one and this one was photographed. But then this paper, the dots have been taken from that bit there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then, sorry, I'm totally destroying this.
No, it's okay,
that
don't worry.
wacky doodle one, that one there.
This one, I love
That's
this one.
the sun.
Okay, so you've taken the
So-
sun,
so
which
I've
you
kind
did
of
with
taken the-
with the
Yeah, and then there's another one where I've taken a strip from the centre. So
and put quotes on.
So they've all been a tweak on this one, and that one the swirl was a hand painted one.
The swirl
as
is
well.
amazing.
Sorry, I've just destroyed.
No, that's okay. But it's lovely to know where these things came from. So
Yeah.
this was the starting point for it, and then the elements came from there. It's got kind of a cosmic feel to it as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's bizarre. Three suns, because
why
we're
not?
in Wonderland. That's it.
Yeah. yeah. You can have as many as you want.
Yeah,
quite
absolutely.
frankly. Yeah, absolutely. So if you would like this set, and lots of you are, you have 2 ways to get it. You can, well, actually more than that. You can either buy it individually, which is $19.99, or you can buy 2 and get a saving of £5, and that's $34.98. That's what most are doing. Like your design team, that's what most of you are doing, because you know that you've fallen in love with it. You're going to have lots of fun, and that's 090553. Now, let's have a look then at the resin. I love the resin.
I know, that was a want.
Isn't it?
The lovely
Isn't
Katie
it
made these for me.
gorgeous?
I saw them on Instagram and messaged her and said,
I
"Can
need
you
these in
make
my
me?
life.
Yes, can you make me some?"
Well, you know, they do kind of go.
Yeah,
with the whole-
I just saw them and thought they were, and the fact they're so colourful as well. It was just
It
right
fits
up
in.
my street. Yeah.
Fits in an absolute treat. You get that big statement heart, and then you get, obviously, your not coats of arms. You know what? The
Cards,
different
deck of
card
cards,
card
yeah.
designs. So your spade, and your clubs, and your hearts, and your diamonds. There we go. I can't remember how to play cards. And they're $19.99. Each one is different. Each one is unique. That's the beauty of them. 690918. Deciding on that. Oh, gosh, lovely. Then maybe you want MDF if you're going to really get involved with the mixed media, have a great time. Look at these. So you get 30 pieces in here. And you're also going to get the toppers and then 2 backing sheets as well, and an inspiration sheet. And the inspiration sheet shows you how to make something like this, which is a totally Mad Hatter's party. You've got your table there. It's just so much fun. So would something like that sit in your daughter's bedroom? Would she love to?
Yeah,
does it get that far?
It might not get that far. Sorry, Kezia.
That's all right. Maybe she could make her own.
Yes, that's
Yes.
it. Yes, we'll do that instead.
Yeah, there you go. And so you're getting 30 pieces of MDF with this, like I say, the toppers, and then of course your 2 backing sheets. Backing sheets will vary. Now, if you actually think, well, hang on a minute, if I'm getting 30 pieces, I'm going to need more backing papers and possibly those resins, then why not take £10 off and get all of that? For $49.97, that can be all yours. 540947. Great stuff. I don't think I've spotted this. I spotted this. Every time I come down the counter, I discover new fabulous things. I love the rabbit's glasses. Just great. But this is really showing us why we need the 2 different sets of stamps. Oh, look, and you've got little tags in there.
I know, this is Jan. She's gone to town with this one. Everybody, I have to thank all of the design team actually. They've all put so much effort and so much of themselves into the makes that, yeah, they've done an amazing job.
Oh, they're so much fun. So much fun. Oh, wow. Spinning rabbits. Why not? But it just gives you a little idea. There's Jan. There you go, Jan. Now, you can do a pick and mix. So you can pick 2 of the 4 decisions, and that's $17.98. Or pick a mix on the larger size, and that's these ones here. And you've called these journaling ones. Look at him. I love how the cat goes and just looks so different in different colourways. So, I mean, there he is.
That's mad, isn't it? I love that.
But also completely bonkers.
But it says it all, really.
Yeah. No, I think it's all good. It's all good. And that's $17.98. But a lot of you thinking, do you know, I just need the lot. I just need the lot. So if you'd like that, this is on a delayed dispatch simply because it's sold out. So that will be the 27th of February that will go out. Actually, that's not that long to wait, is it really?
Not too bad.
So that's $62.99. You can split that payment. You don't have to pay it all in one go, which always helps. 2 payments of £31.50, and you get all 8 sets. You don't have to choose. They're all fabulous. So that's 613638. That's your code for that. Right. Have you found your first day as part of the Hochanda family?
It's been amazing. So thank you everybody so much, and thank you for buying and all the support. I've had lots of lovely messages. So.
Oh, but that's great.
Yeah, so thank you.
I think you have done so incredibly well.
Thank you.
A first show, a long way to come.
Yeah.
But you've done
very surreal, but it's lovely to be here. I'm normally watching you.
So what's going to be the next thing?
I don't know yet.
Nothing in the pipeline yet?
Let's hope so.
You have to go home and have a think.
I will do.
Yeah. We'll have a cup of tea first, a well-earned cup of tea.
Absolutely.
Yes. And when are you going home?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I've got to pack all the orders, so you'll need me home as quick as possible.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Absolutely. Oh, well, enjoy doing that.
Thank you.
Fabulous. And well done to everybody that managed to get hold of some of these sets today. You're going to just enjoy it and have so much fun. And can they share?
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Absolutely.
Good. Thank you so much.
You're
Come back
welcome.
soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Now, of course, Hochanda does not end there. We've got Oakwood Essentials coming up next. Then we're springing into our Quilting One Day special. And then you can be your creative best with Cricut.
Hi, this is Els from Elizabeth Craft Designs. Elizabeth Craft Designs is a Colorado-based company. It's a family company, so husband, son, daughter all work in the company, and then a fantastic team of designers, because a company cannot exist without a great team around yourself. What we would like to share with you is my passion for crafts. We love all the concepts we have, so we have from cute till classic and beautiful designs. We love our journaling planner line, and we are going to bring you our ideas, our passion, and we hope to transfer that passion to you. So please join Elizabeth Craft Designs here at Hochanda.
Welcome to Club G45 from Graphic 45. These are monthly tutorial kits that allow you to create beautiful projects by accessing step-by-step instructional videos that are viewable online. You'll get almost everything that you need to create both of these projects from scratch. The first kit is Club G45 Fashion Forward Calendar Tag Album and Treat Box Kit. Simply order yours by purchasing item number 920955 for £49.99 plus your postage from hochanda.com, or give us a call on 01733 60 2000 for instant access to this month's Club G45 from Graphic 45. The second kit is Club G45 Fashion Forward Z-Fold Front Flap Card Kit. Simply order yours by purchasing item number 973636 for £34.99 plus your postage from hochanda.com, or give us a call on 01733 60 2000 for instant access to this month's Club G45 from Graphic 45.
Hello everybody, a warm welcome. We've just been chatting to the Quilting Cowboy, who will be coming to Hochanda next week.
Is it next week?
Next
I'm
week.
in. I'm hoping I'm in.
Well,
I've just said hi to him on Skype.
He's not going to be here.
Oh yeah, because he's doing
be
a
here
video
in
thing.
spirit.
In spirit.
In spirit. But we got to chat to him. He's in Palm Springs, California.
Wow.
Anyway,
brilliant.
it's awesome. Something else we're going to share with you this hour. A whole hour of Oakwood Archer. This is your essentials. First, before I do anything else, can I introduce you to the very talented Nikki? Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very well.
Good.
Before we get into things, beginning of March, something
It is
special
the
might be
beginning.
happening?
Very, very special, yes.
Are we still not able to say anything, though?
I suppose I could, really, should we? Because it is with Oakwood Archer, isn't it?
Let's do this.
So I'm actually going to be launching my very own stamps and die collection along
Come on.
with Oakwood Archer. It is the 3rd of March.
Is this your very first
Yes, this will be
release?
my first release.
So there we
Yes.
go. Coming
So
in March.
very, very exciting.
With Oakwood Archer. And do you know, just chatting
So
to Nikki,
very-
so supportive, Oakwood Archer.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You know, Stuart from Oakwood Archer, he came to me, which is always nice. I didn't have to go run into anyone. And I've been working with him for quite some time as well, you know, and fantastic company.
You're
And
very
he
talented.
listens to the crafter as well, you know. So you guys wanted essentials, and that's what we brought you today.
Brilliant. And we'll go through it. But so beginning of March. Now, I've got to tell you, you're actually going to be getting 2 of the scissors here. We're having a look at the scissors, but not just any old scissors, because you've got the micro-serrated edge. So what does that mean in real terms for crafters?
Right, so this means these are going to go through your tough material. That 300 GSM paper, the card. It's going to use your tin. I use it, to be honest, to cut, you know, the stamens that I use. I use it to cut those thin wires.
Yeah.
You can use it to cut your hessian, you know, just a little bit more heavy duty. And the fact that they haven't got that long kind of cutting blade means that you've got a little bit more precision there as well.
These are going to be your go-to. Now, the ones you're seeing here have been well loved and used.
They are well loved.
These are yours.
They are.
But what you're going to get is 2 pairs, pristine pairs, arriving at your door. And the beauty of having 2 is you can have one in your craft room, one in your craft bag. I always lose my crafting scissors. You can never have enough.
I don't know how many pairs of scissors, but I've now got 4 of these. So I have one in my pot. So if I lose all the others, I've got one. I have one in my bag to bring to work, and then I have a couple on my desk.
Oh, why not? Now, talk to me about the flexibility here.
Right, so these are really, really good, because what I found early on when I first started crafting was you assume every single pair of scissors is going to be the same.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you are using them constantly, when you're using them for not hours on end, but sort of like quite a lot during the day, you're picking them up. I found that my hand was slipping, and also I found that I've got a lump.
Sore?
Yeah, I've got a lump there, and I can still feel it to this day. But with these, can you see? You can see my lump, can you? So you can see they're soft. So whether or not you've got small hands or big hands, because you've got bigger hands. So but they are comfortable, aren't they?
I have got sizable hands. Do you know who else? And I didn't notice this. We were having a look at the scissors, but Katie, our producer. So next time you see Katie, no, true.
Yes.
So Katie, how tall are you, Katie? She's 5'2". She's got the same hands as me.
Right.
Seriously,
So
we measured them. So you can see here, though, can I just say, they are not as hairy. They're slightly hairier.
They're slightly hairier,
No, you are getting, I'm only kidding. You are getting both pairs of scissors, but look, big hands, small hands, it doesn't matter. You've got that flexibility. So I know it sounds very sales speech, but they're like ergonomic. They fit in the hand. They're comfortable to use. And you can hear, if I'm quiet, you can actually hear, let me just listen to this. You can hear that serration.
Yes, you can, yes.
Coming through.
And the thing is, you know, looking at the price, is it $16.98 for two pairs?
For two.
You do some research. There is a certain brand of scissors.
Another one.
If you look at them, I think they used to have a red handle. I do believe they have a black handle now.
Yeah. Another one.
Look at the price.
Yes.
Of them, and then you see what you get in here.
Exactly what we're talking about.
Because they're basically
the same.
The same.
Yeah, same
but these
quality.
are Oakwood Archer.
Okay, $16.98 is your price. You are saving £3, but you're getting two. So just to reiterate, you're going to double up. You will be getting two of these. 568813, your item number. Getting busy for our scissors. Now we will progress down our journey. Again, you're going to be getting two of these. 20 magnetic sheets in each.
These are really, really good. You can actually get more in there.
You're not getting the
because
dies?
we are going. No, you're not going to get my dies. These are Oakwood's very first range that we launched a couple of months ago. But they aren't just for your die storage. You can put your stamps on the back. So if you've got stamps that coordinate with dies, you can. You know, I love my heartfelt. Now they've brought out some quite big dies just recently.
I have.
Unfortunately, their storage doesn't fit these.
Okay.
But this one fits. There perfectly.
Beautiful. Now,
you
one
can
thing
see
I've
exactly
noticed,
what you've got.
if I'm just going to lay this flat for a moment, and you'll see you've got that flat edge here as well. So they store.
They lay flat, don't they? So we will, in the future, be bringing more of these out so you can buy them separately, because we do know that you can actually fit more in. So just look out for that in the next month or two.
Just perfect storage. And as crafters, we could all do a storage. You can even label. Look, you've got the label in there as well. So let me just, I'll put this to one side for a second and we'll work off this one. So spinning that around.
You say mine's dirty?
No,
it's actually full of glitter. I did notice it was had a sparkle going on there.
So we could label.
Yes, so you can label them. I mean, you could even,
Nice
if you
handle.
want, it's great if you go into your classes, your workshops, because you've got everything in there. And to be perfectly honest, like I said, you're talking die storage, stamp storage, but you could put other little bits in there as well. So if you've got a little class you're going to, put your scissors in there, put a bit of everything in there.
I like this.
Because you're gonna, it's more than just die storage, is what I'm trying to say.
You say it so beautifully. We are getting busy for this. Works out £15 each. Remember, you are getting both of these. Does come with a storage as well within it. When I say storage, the sort of magnetic storage.
Yes.
Getting 20 sheets, but 40 in total. But look, 20 sheets, double-sided. Magnetic sheets. So you can use both sides, could you?
Yes.
So then
because they're not magnetic both sides, but you can put your stamps the other side.
So one side for, obviously, one side for your dies, the other side for your stamps. That is a great buy. Let's just, we're all friends here. So you can tell Nikki and I, if you're sat at the moment, have you got a table strewn with dies and stamps? Or, Nikki, I know what's going on. Now you can admit to this as well, because we're all friends, we're family. Have you got that drawer that you just whack all your dies in? You put them in there and you forget about them.
You know the filing, you get the plastic A4 filing and they've got packed full because...
And you can't find anything like that?
I can't find anything. The only ones that I keep pristine is obviously my heartfelt, but I've got lots and lots of other dies that just, you know, I keep thinking, right, I'll just put them in there because I know where they are. And then I want, what have I done with that die? And I'm going through it and it's a bit crazy. However, Oakwood Archer have, of course, let me have some of these.
Well, there we go. Love Oakwood Archer. I love this price, and it's all about having that ability to store. You're getting
good as well, don't they?
It looks fantastic. And imagine these on your shelf, being able to fully organise your stamps. You're getting 20. Now, this is the glitter one. Obviously, that is Nikki's. Yours, again, will arrive pristine. But you're getting two of those. And I know why we're busy here. That price point, I think, is fantastic. The quality, and you always get good quality with Oakwood Archer. It's just a name synonymous with it.
It is, yeah. But, you know, what we've come up... Well, because actually Stuart did actually come to me and say, you know, we've been asked, you know, people are asking for storage, they're asking for scissors, we want your advice. And I said, look, we want quality, but we don't want to buy a high-end price just because it's got a name on it. Because that's what you find, isn't it? You're paying, it's the same as with anything you buy, you're paying for the name. Oakwood is pretty new to this side of it, the essentials. but you know you're getting quality. And I wouldn't say that if, you know, I didn't mean it. You know that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be here doing this show.
Oh, well, that says it all. And I tell you what, the fact that it is flying out the door says it too. $29.98 your price. You're getting both of these. 430702 item number. Now we're going to move on. We've got some more scissors for you. So what are these?
Right, so these have got your longer blade, okay? Again, they are also soft grip.
You are getting both of these, yeah? So you're getting saving with the two.
So the orange part here that you can see is actually kind of rubber, but it's not a soft. It's not like a flimsy rubber.
No.
It's a rubber that's going to, you know, keep it comfortable for you to use. These are what I use for. Oh, I just use both of them, and it's so hard. You know, when you try and pinpoint what do I use them for. These are more so that if I'm cutting some paper, because these are your long scissors, but look at that, absolutely beautiful. I also tend to use these ones for cutting my tapes with as well.
You've done a good job with that, just eyeing it.
I don't usually do that good.
That was very nice.
I tell you what, we'll measure it in a minute because we've got some measuring tools on the show.
Is it? Are you helped by having that longer sort of shaft?
Yeah, because you have that longer blade there. You've got this part here, and they are really comfortable. Comfortable in a different way because you're going to use them all for different things. So if I just go back, we have got this on the show. So if you look at this, can you see where that's just got that little bit of serrated? Look at that.
Yes.
Can you see it?
Just the finest little serrated detail.
Because you're not going to see it. But if you want to do a little bit more detail, if you're going through thicker card.
Yeah.
Whereas if you want just a really nice smooth cut, you're going to go for these ones. And that's not quite so straight, but that is smooth.
Yeah, so obviously the serrated ones, the little serrated detail were with the serrated scissors that we first saw, and then you've got the longer blade scissors with that smooth finish. $16.98 your price. You're getting not one, but two of these fantastic scissors. So if you do want to pop those in your basket, your item number is 066793. I don't even know. We've got an awesome paper cutter. You are getting two. This is, I think, a staple to have in your craft room, but then it's portable enough to take on the go.
It's all right. Katie just said one for you, one for your friend. I love that idea. I love that idea, but I do share, because I know my friends Sandra and Lorraine are going to watch and they're going to say she does share, but there's certain things...
You don't share?
Yeah.
Chocolate?
But these are... Chocolate.
Chocolate. Nikki doesn't share chocolate.
I don't share chocolate.
Yeah,
chocolate or wine, no.
Okay.
So these are really, really lightweight. If you are very new to crafting and you're just going to, you know, I've been there, we've all been there, where you're thinking, right, what do I need? What tools do I need? Well, we've talked about the scissors, we've talked about the storage. The next thing that you will need is a paper cutter. You know, this is a paper cutter that's lightweight. You're going to be able to put it in your bag when you're doing your classes. It's going to be one of those that you are going to be able to keep on your workbench, on your table, on your desk, because it isn't going to take too much space up. It's one of those it's one of those ones that I cut up. Yeah, let's have a go. I just have it on my desk at all times. I've got a big 12 by 12 one.
Okay.
But it doesn't fit on my table, doesn't fit on my desk because it's full of paper, etc. But what you do is, look, can you see you've got that lip there, so you can hold that up. You pop that there. We'll cut a nice piece first. You can go from down to up to down.
Okay. So it doesn't matter, non-directional.
Doesn't matter. And it is going to cut perfectly. Look at that. Okay. Really, really nice. But then if you want to go a little bit thinner, and this is why I remembered, because I said to you, I'm sure we did this show the other week together, and you couldn't remember, because I'm sure we were saying how thin, not that thin, because that wasn't even over it. And this is cardstock that I've got in here, so do remember that.
Oh, this is very
If this was just copy paper.
Easier,
But...
Okay.
Let's have a look.
Ooh, oh, that's a great demonstration.
Okay, it wasn't quite straight, but...
Just show that.
You are going to cut all those thin bits.
If I was to say to you, Nikki, sorry, I interrupted you there.
No,
if I was to say to you, well, let's say we were just walking around the high street and I found one of these. I said, Nikki, I've just found this for £8.50. What would you say?
I don't know what am I supposed to say.
But is it? I mean, it's a good price, right?
That is a good price.
Let's try that again. So, Nikki, if I was to find... No, look, the point I'm trying to make, it's £8.50 for a trimmer that I think is a very good price.
It is really good.
Yeah.
Because, do you know, out of everything that I have brought over the last 12, almost probably 14 years, to be honest, since I've been paper crafting, I go through paper trimmers like...
Nobody's business.
We go, purely because the blades, you know, they do wear down. Also, I find after a while, I don't know what it is, but they stop cutting straight.
Oh, okay.
I know you guys are out there with me on this one. Yanis is looking at me and thinking, okay, how does that work? But it does.
Mine's still cutting straight, that's all.
Is yours cutting straight?
I'm obviously not using it enough.
You're obviously not using it enough.
Yeah, okay.
But yes, so, and I also found that I did a lot of craft classes, a lot.
Yeah.
I was doing 2 or 3 a week. I was going here, there and everywhere. I've done classes with so many different crafters. And I struggled just taking everything in my bag. It was. I mean, you've seen me come to the studio some days.
Like she has 4 Sherpas.
I need it. I need it, to be fair. But this is lovely. It's lightweight. It's going to do the job. You've got your angles on there as well. You've got your inches. You've got your centimetres on there. It's just one of those go-to tools that you're going to be able to have on your desk. It isn't going to take up too much space. And it's a very good price.
It is a very good price. $16.98 your price there for 2. 618-616 your item number. Speaking of something that is your go-to, that you're going to have on your desk all the time, look at this. We are talking the Oakwood Archer glass mat. Absolutely pristine. $21.99, and that is a great size, 13 by 19 inches. What is it about glass mat?
Right, so there's lots of different mats that you can get.
Price there as well.
Is there?
Look at that.
Oh right, $17.59.
No. Should we get it out of the packaging?
Or we could take mine from up there.
No, should we do that?
Yeah, let's just do that.
That's using your noggin. I'm going to show you it so you can see the size of it.
This one's a bit dirty.
That's okay. It's well loved.
So when I very, very first got into crafting, I was using the self-healing mats. Okay, they're great. They've got their purpose. Then I invested in a 12 by 12. But what I find is a 12 by 12 glass mat isn't quite big enough. I like to use an area of mine for my mixing, my paints, my inks. It's a really great size.
We've got our card sizes in there as well. You can mix on here, you can clean it, it will come up pristine.
Yes,
you can use your scrapers on there as well. £17.59. And if you are a Freedom member taking advantage of that price, that is your delivered price. I hand that back to you, Nikki. Thank you.
And it's nice as well because you can really see those numbers on there.
Yeah.
I'm
very clear.
I haven't got the greatest of eyes, so they are really, really clear.
Well, you have got an eye for a bargain, Nikki, and I know you like this.
I can't believe the price, $17.59.
We're getting very busy for our glass mat. If you do want to place it in your basket, thing with glass mats, sometimes they can break, or maybe you don't have a glass mat. Maybe you are in Nikki's situation years ago where you have your self-healing mat and you're looking to progress. Every craft room should have one of these.
And we will do it, so when we go back to the demo area, I'll show you. I don't know actually if we've got any. I don't think we have got any self-healing mats in the studio, but I could have shown you the difference on working with a glass mat.
Well, okay, that's right. We'll play around with it. But I do know a lot of crafters have multiple glass mats as well, so take advantage of the savings while it's here. 992-355 your item number. As we continue our journey, we've got some tools for you now. This is a nice little bundle, cheeky little bundle.
It is, and it is a really, really good price because when you actually break down how much you're getting for £10.96. You're getting your ruler, and it isn't just any old ruler. Again, I learnt very quickly. Why am I cutting into my ruler?
Well,
because it didn't have a metal edge down it. There is a reason for that metal edge. And I know if you go into a stationery store, a very, very big, well-known one, you're probably going to pay not far off that.
Just for the metal ruler. I know the one we're talking about.
Ruler.
Now, have a look. You've also got the tweezers in there as well. Fantastic for your techniques, especially with your heating.
Yes, for your heating bossing, this is great. You know, I do a lot of heating bossing. You can hold small elements with this. What I tend to do as well, and I've actually been doing it today. So I've been making flowers and I've been using those stamens that I use. But I didn't want to put the stamens through the hole and have the wire hanging. So I just wanted the top little bit. So what I did is I used my tweezers to hold it, popped a little bit of glue on the end, and then popped it in because I've got nails. I couldn't. I was just like, I can't do this, and then I just use them. So it's many different things that you can actually use those tweezers for.
Like that,
and
now,
they're soft grip as well. Yes.
So comfortable to use. Now look, when you break this down, the value, I just think, goes up and up because you're getting your soft grip tweezers. You've got your ruler with that metal edge, so it means it can work with your craft knife, which you are getting in there as well. So you've got your craft knife, and you've got your bone folders in there too, 2 different sizes. That's phenomenal for £10.96.
How much does that work out then?
£2.50 per element, or just shy.
That was good.
Thank you. Well, no, actually, I tell a lie. It's not. It's just over £2.50, about £2.74.
£2.74.
Sorry.
Wow.
I know, it was a mistake, me rushing my maths. But look, £2.74 per element, when you consider that you're getting your bone folders, you're getting your craft knife, you're getting your tweezers, and you are getting your ruler in there as well with the metal edge. And this is the important bit. It's not an ordinary ruler. You have got that metal edge in there as well. I know it's hard to see on the cameras, but not if you're Director Holly. Lovely. There you go. Okay, so look, it is a great bundle at a fantastic price.
I know what I'd be doing. So if I wanted to invest in, and I'm sitting there at home and I'm thinking, I could do with a new craft knife, and this is a really, really soft-handled craft knife as well, very light to use. Nice. And I could also do with a ruler. Got tweezers, but I would probably be thinking, for that price, I might as well get this. Either give something to a friend, which I'd probably struggle with. They can borrow. Yeah. They can borrow, or you've got, you know, you can't have enough like essential tools. Yeah. And you know, because like you said, we put things down. We're thinking, what did I do with that? Where's my knife gone? It's always nice to have that second one.
Well, all of these elements I would absolutely use. So look, the thing is, as crafters, we kind of lose things. So if you've maybe lost a bone folder, maybe you've got a craft knife that has seen better days, or you're looking for that tweezer, or you've got a ruler, and so you're looking for maybe to upgrade your ruler, get the metal edge.
Definitely. I will clarify that you don't get any extra blades with your knife, but you can change the blades in it.
Okay, so you can get some extra blades if you once it gets dull eventually. 170-954 your item number. Busy for this now. It seems that everything's getting busy, which we like.
We do.
Now you are going to be getting 2 of these. 2.
Okay.
So we've got for £22.98. So effectively, splitting that price in half, you'll think £11, £12, £11.
£11. And you're getting the case with it. You're getting those flower shaping tools. You've got your quilling tool in there as well, and then you've got your tweezers. And if you you'll be really. You don't. Oh, sorry. You just hold that. It is so light.
Oh yeah. Just having a look. It's nice to work with.
It is. Again, a friend, or you could have one in your craft bag. If you've never done flower shaping before. And you're thinking, I want to do it, but I don't want to invest in some of the ones where you've got oodles load of different elements in there that you're probably not going to use. This is great. You've also got your pricking tool in there as well. So it really is a nice set.
I mean, they're nice little tweezers.
They are.
Going through as well. So you've got your tweezers that you can work with as well, reverse tweezers. You're also getting your embossing tools as well. All of that, 2 lots for £22.98.
Yeah. And you've also got the other side, so you've got some spare little areas there that you can pop other bits in as well.
You're just thinking, I would imagine then that just folds around. So you've got your little wallet. Keep all your tools nice and safe. Lovely. Okay, we're going to carry on down. Oh, I should have. It's because I didn't put those in right. I'm going to put them in right. Here we go, and we shall move on. Now, our adhesive set. Talk to me, Nikki, because this is something we need different adhesives for different purposes.
We do, yeah. So you are getting a lot.
For £10.99.
Again, you know, we can never have too much of these. The foam pads, I cannot recommend a better foam pad at the moment. I've brought cheap ones, I've brought expensive ones, and
what is it about these?
I really do apologise, but I think I'm going to sneeze in a minute.
Go for it. There you go. Excuse me. It's okay. You have to propel to the other end of the.
I don't know why I walked right at the other
literally, you go. That's your sneezing spot. It's okay. Are you okay?
I do apologise.
Sorry.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
dust in
fine.
here. What makes these so good?
Right, so they're a really nice thick one, and if I just take this out here, this is when. So I'm going to take this. This is when you know they're really good quality, because if you go to do that on some of the cheaper ones, they actually just stick on there and they stick together, and you're thinking, oh, it's not cut, but look at these, they are all individual squares.
Yeah.
And if I just hold that one up, just look at the depth of that as well. You've got a really, really good depth there.
Yeah.
But
Perfect. Easy to use.
honestly, even my friend Lorraine, and she has been crafting probably longer than I have, and she is absolutely amazed by Oakwood's.
The team is saying that this
home.
looks incredibly satisfying. Is that satisfying?
It is, very.
There we go, $10.99. Now, you're not only getting the foam pads, which, as Nikki so expertly demonstrated, is very good quality, but you also got your Ultra. Now, okay, let's think about this, because you're getting 3 rolls of your high-tack, extra strong tape. The thing with this, you could go to your local high street and just for one of these rolls, pay easily a couple of quid. So, I mean, there's £6 right there. So you're getting 2 rolls of the finger lift tape as well, and then 2 rolls of the double-sided tape. So
Right, so the difference, because you're probably thinking, so what is the difference in the 2 types of tape?
Okay.
If we can go in closely there,
Yeah.
the finger lift one has like a little gap at each side. Can you see it? It is.
Yeah, so you can
Is
get
that
your
the
fingers
one?
under
Yeah, so you can get your fingers under it.
You can lift it up.
And that is a really, really nice one. I use these all of the time to put my ribbons on. It's great if you want to do a decorative piece of paper, and you can add glitter onto them.
And then we've got our double-sided in there as well.
Yes.
So all the elements, if you think about it, we're getting 4 of these, we're getting 3 of these coming
8.
through. So already, well 7. And then we've got all our foam pads for $10.99.
440 squares.
440.
I just counted them.
Well, you're very quick counter, I have to say. 775-339, your item number. It is a good adhesive bundle and an essential, which is what this hour is all about. You can feel free to email in, say hello to Nikki and myself. We'd love to hear from you. studio@hochanda.com. Glue dots. We all love some glue dots. How do you use your glue dots?
So, I used to use glue dots right when I first started crafting.
Yeah.
And then I found my glue gun, and I kind of stuck with my glue gun for some time. You've seen me on air. How many times have I burnt myself? How many times do I get all that stringy bit off of it?
Yeah.
And then I was introduced back to glue dots through Oakwood Archer. Okay? So I'm not lying. It's not something that I've used all of the time throughout my crafting.
Yeah.
However, if I now want to stick a button on, if I want to put flowers on, I use it a lot to put my flowers on.
Yeah.
What I find is it's easy and it's quick. And these ones are removable, so if you do put something down in the wrong place, unlike a glue gun, that once that's down,
it's down.
it is down, and you've ruined your paper. The glue dots, it isn't, but they are strong enough to be able to hold.
And having a look at what it actually adheres to. So paper, cool.
Yeah.
Wood, plastic, fabric's interesting one, foam and metal.
Yeah.
So very versatile. You're getting a lot of glue
anything.
dots. You're good at your counting. How many are we talking here then?
Think about 1,500.
Oh, you're on it today. For $9.95, you're getting 5 packs, 300 in each. 793-155, your item number. Do you fancy a midnight stroll?
Let's have a midnight stroll.
Right,
Where are we going?
We're going to go to our website. Have a look. So we're going to stretch our legs. Now you can get elements individually, but if you do buy in the pairs, then you're getting maximum value for money. So do have a look, see what option works for you. We're going to be talking about the cardstock as well. Now, it's part of a pick and mix. It's brand new. Let's see if we can find it here. And I'm going to treat the team because Katie and Holly have been working very, very hard. I'm going to see. Now, you can get normal cardstock, but we've got the pearl. Oh, choose any 4. Well, we'll get Matt in the mix as well. Floor manager Matt deserves a treat. So I tell you what, everyone gets a pick, and Nikki. So I'm going to treat you all. So Nikki, what colour would you like?
Oh, come on, you can't do that to me. Can we show... Yeah,
Okay. What would you?
because
Okay.
I'm definitely going to go for this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, that's mine.
All right.
I'm actually, Stuart doesn't know this yet, but this is coming home with me.
Oh, that's nice. We'll pick out the different. We'll
I
go
would
through
go
the
for
colours.
that one. Well, to be honest, I would go for those three, and I'd
So
go for
10
this
sheets per
lovely
pack.
green. Okay, I know that looks a strange colour.
Okay.
But then I like the white, the cream, that really nice deep. It's like a vanilla.
Yeah.
And I like the gold, but I love
This is one
that
of my faves.
copper.
I'll show you this copper. Oh,
Isn't that beautiful?
Now, you really get a sense of the quality of the cardstock here. It's 270 GSM, so it has got enough weight. Look at that. If you want to make your own card blanks, if you want to make your construction, should we have a look at the gold? Should we give the gold a wiggle?
Let's have a wiggle with the gold.
Having a look here.
It's a really nice gold as well, because
Yeah, it's sort of like a traditional gold.
yes, it is. It's not that harsh, bright, cheap-looking gold.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
You know what
there.
I mean.
Now we've got another colour here. This is, it's kind of like like a lemony gold. How do you describe that?
I would probably say it's a vanilla, vanilla lemon vanilla. I don't know.
It's like an ivory, maybe a cream.
But then you've got that cream, so you put it next to it.
Yeah. Oh.
It is lemon. So you were right.
Oh, okay.
So what colour are they calling that on the website then?
I think this might be the cream. Okay, so it's got that pearlescent
beautiful,
sort of
isn't it?
finish. Should we have a look at the silver? Yeah,
It's kind of like a silver
that's
white.
nice. Yeah. And then I'll show you the green. We'll just get through all the colours, shall we? See a bit of everything. Oh, I like that.
That's lovely, isn't
Yeah.
it? But then you've got that softer green as well.
So playing with tones, and you can only... Well, that's nice. I think that one's turquoise, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. And then just a hand the rest to me.
Oh,
Nick.
I'll go for it. What about that gorgeous pink?
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
And then
It's like
that
this is your wild
beautiful-
berry.
and then
finally-
you've got that like purpley colour.
Beautiful.
It's a really nice soft sheen,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Like those.
I think when you're putting your cards together, just to mat and layer even just a little bit, so you've got just an outer edge in that,
Yeah.
it's classy.
Yeah, class.
Isn't it?
I like it.
Definitely classy.
Cool. So what are we going to do?
We will cut some cards.
Let's cut some cards.
Right, so
Feel free to
I'm
get in
just
touch.
going
Got any
to,
questions?
and this is the first time I knew Stuart was bringing this out, and the reason he brought it is because I asked for it.
Nice.
Because what he said was, if you're bringing your own stamps and dies out, Nikki, what else do you want? So eventually, within the next few months, every time I'm going to be bringing pearl card, we're bringing ribbons, we're bringing diamantes. I'm having everything.
There
Okay, not that I'm spoiled at all. But this is mine hasn't been delivered yet, so this is the first time I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
And if I make that's what I was just going to say. So if you're making a card blank, very often you would use a scoreboard, okay? But if you've got a very, very good quality cardstock, you can actually do it without that. And then if you've got your bone folder, look at that. That looks like.
That is a great endorsement of the quality of
And
the paper.
it hasn't. And the reason, and I've done this live on air.
That is
it
crisp.
hasn't cracked.
Yeah.
That means that it's a good one.
Yeah.
So Stuart, you've done well.
Okay. He has done well.
Okay, he's done
No,
really
You
well.
can see how crisp that edge is. And that's not using any folder. Well, I know
Well,
bone
I've
folder.
used
What I
my
mean,
bone
scoreboard.
folder, but I
not
haven't used a scoreboard
Yeah,
on
that's
there. This is, again, this is really good to
And strong enough.
make boxes with as well.
Yeah, to say it's
As well as your
construction
card
weight.
blank,
Definitely construction
as well
weight.
as your card blanks, and they are white inside, so even classier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
And should we try something else?
Give it a
So
little trim.
I'm going to give it a trim. So let's cut that about there. Okay. And again, I haven't. This is live on air, and I do it every time, and I don't know how this is going to cut. But look,
Oh, yeah.
perfect.
And that was cutting through.
That's gone
it
through
would have
too.
been 550 GSM.
Yeah.
You doubled
good.
up.
It is really good. So these are great for your card blanks, great for making your gift boxes with, and absolutely beautiful colours. I think the hardest job you're going to have is decide which one you want to go for.
Well, that is a question. Now remember, you can get our paper trimmer. You're getting 2 of those for £16. I think it's 95.
As I say, you have got your centimetres on here. You've got your inches. You've got your. So, say for argument's sake, I don't know. you know, you've got your angles there as well. So I want a 60-degree angle. Okay, so pop that on there. You've got a 60-degree angle.
Oh,
really
perfect.
nice and perfect.
Nice.
Okay, so as I say, it's one of those items you can keep on your desk. I keep mine
Just there.
just
It's lightweight, very portable.
next to my glass mat, next to my ruler, and next to all my other bits.
Okay. Speaking of other bits, now with your bone folder, you're also getting the tweezers.
You are.
There as well.
Again, look at this. So they're not
Non-slip.
just a rubber, they are non-slip as well, which again, very important. So if you're doing some heat embossing,
I do like the fact they lock.
you don't have to worry about holding that together while you're heating it. You know,
like a reverse tweezer.
A reverse tweezer. It means that you can do your chatting to your friend next to you on your, you know, and you're not thinking, oh, I've got to hold that, you know, I've got to close it. And again, ergonomic, isn't it?
Very.
Very lightweight as well.
Speaking of ergonomic, we also have our craft knife that comes in the same bundle. There we go.
Look.
So,
But it's hard to explain because on screen that looks like it's quite hard and it's like a stiff plastic, but it isn't.
rubberized.
It is all rubber. And I will tell you something, and I know there's probably a lot of crafters out there that have the same problem. My mum she doesn't hairdress anymore, bless her. She's retired now. But she's always had a reaction to nickel. Anything that wasn't silver or gold, okay? So all her hairdressing scissors, she actually ended up having to give up at some point. I mean, nowadays they have all the posh ones, but going back many, many years ago when my mum first started, they didn't. And it's the same as when you're using any tools. The same as even when you're using something like this. The fact that you've got that rubber there, you're not getting, you know, you're not holding the actual metal.
Yeah.
And the important thing on the knife is, again, you're not touching anything metal.
Yeah.
And that really is important. And I
safety
know
as well,
that.
not gonna
And
slip.
safety,
Can you
you're
see it
not
with
going
the ruler? 'Cause you've
you're
got
not
that
going to
metal
slip.
ruler as well, or the metal edge
Yes,
ruler.
so you've got your two sides. So you've got the one side there with which slopes down.
Yeah, that's your
okay.
plastic side.
And then you've got the straight side that is your
Metal.
metal. Mine has got glue on it
okay.
because it is well used. But when you use them both together, so again, it took me a while, I didn't realise, I thought a ruler was a ruler. Okay, until...
So did you sort of bite into your plastic
Yeah,
rulers?
quite a lot. Okay, now bear in mind, my knife is not a new knife. I've had this for about 3 months now. Same blade. Okay.
3 months?
It's about 3 months since
Still
we very
cutting well.
first launched them. It's got
Okay.
glue on it. It's a
Yeah.
bit, but look at that.
And you do a lot of crafting with it. Beautiful
do.
cut.
Use it all
and
the
also,
time.
you know, we were talking about the glass mat, the virtues of the glass mat. We
Yeah.
can cut on our glass
You
mat.
can.
You're not going to damage it at all.
No, not at all. And it gives you a cleaner, crisper. Let me use on this bit. It's going to give you a cleaner, crisper cut as well using a glass mat. And as I say, you see me all of the time. I get my inks and I use my sponges and I put my colour down onto the ink. You see Leonie do it, you see Lou Withers do it.
Yeah.
You can't do that when you've got a self-healing mat because you can't see the colours because they tend to be dark green or blue. But with this, you can actually mix your colours up, clean it. I haven't got any tissue with me, so I can't clean it. But you can also
Use a sponge.
add other colours. You can do little inking on it. You can add your you can spritz it with water, and then you can pop. That's the only bit of card that I've got. And you can do some backgrounds with it as well. So it isn't all about cutting. It isn't just a work surface. There's a lot of different options that you can do. You've got your sizes here. And again, this is very important. Do you know how many times, and I tend to now actually make my own cards. So I make my own card blanks.
Of course.
Do you know how many times I've bought packs of card blanks and I thought it's square? So then I cut another piece to mat and layer it up. And I'm thinking something isn't square. But when you've got all your measurements on there,
You know it's spot on.
you can see exactly where that is. So you can see your sizes as well. And what I also like about it is you've got your A5, you've got your 5x7, you've got your A4, you've even got your 12x12 here.
Wow.
So
Everything
you've
that
got,
you need.
and it's nice because if you think a 12 by 12, I'd be working in this area. Okay, so I tend to use my cards. I do all my making the card here, and then I use this side as my.
And it's something you just leave out on your craft desk all the time.
Mine is there all the time. I actually have 4 because I do have friends that deliver. Thank you. Just going to wipe that up. My friends that deliver, no, they don't. They actually come round and we all craft together. And so I have 4 of them out, and for exactly the same reason. And what I like about it is you have got those feet on the bottom, so it isn't going to move around. So if you do use your dining table, which I do, to be honest, it isn't a dining table now because we've extended it and it's actually a craft table. But when I first started crafting and we moved to a smaller house, the only place I had was my dining table. I know this isn't going to harm. I can use my heat tools on it, I can spritz on it, I can ink on it, I can cut on it. It isn't going to ruin my table.
I like the actual colour aspect, and it's something you pointed out. It's easy to see all your measurements. This will look stylish in your craft room, but the fact is, for $17.59, you are getting a 13 by 19 glass mat. That's a freedom price, but it means that is your delivered price. It's all about getting a bargain.
It is, but there's a difference between having a bargain and buying something and wasting your money because the quality
you're not going to use it. This you will use.
Everything that we are bringing you tonight is quality. You know, all the guests you'll see, Lou, we all have gone for the oak wood glass mats.
I mean, that's a big endorsement in itself. Do you know, it's about having that good feeling after purchase. Katie, our producer, was telling me a story.
Oh, she's got a story.
She was it. Now, it did make me giggle. Now, have you ever had your eyebrows threaded?
I've not had mine threaded, no.
Okay.
I don't know enough.
Okay. So
I know my daughter does.
Right. So she went to go get her eyebrows threaded.
Okay.
But it was in one of these shopping centres. And the thing is, you kind of do it, she said, on display. What she didn't realise when she lay down on the escalator, everyone coming down the escalator, they're all watching. But what really annoyed her afterwards, so doing all the eyebrow, the woman had the audacity to charge her double as well. Because she said she took longer with her. She took longer with her, I know. But the point I'm trying to make is, here you're getting a bargain and you'll have that good feeling.
Yes, definitely. Where did that story come from?
Well, I was just saying
eyebrows.
Because she was annoyed with her experience. No, everyone's saying it's random.
Yeah,
she was annoyed afterwards from her purchase, but here you wouldn't be.
If you walk away and you've spent some money, and you're probably thinking, oh, you know, they're talking, but you're quite happy with your mat that you've got. You know, you've used a self-healing mat for many, many years. I'll tell you what happened to mine as well. Mine started warping. You know, it kind of got, especially with all the heat, because you're not supposed to heat on them. It kind of got a little bit of a bobble going. It just warped, It
good for flower shaping, though.
Good for flower shaping, but not for cutting, not for using. As I say, it is a great piece of kit.
Yeah, we like this.
I think if you're starting out in crafting, you're really, really not sure, and I've wasted so much money buying products that I didn't need, or I thought was cheap, and they only lasted a few months. You know, we've all done it.
We've done it. Speaking of which, scissors. Now, talk to me about these serrated scissors. So, you are getting 2 serrated scissors for £16.97. Oh, I was penning up. 98 pence. There we go.
Really ergonomic. They are really lightweight. You know, you can see how soft they are. You can see how they hold, and they kind of mould to your own hand as well. They aren't going to hurt your hand like I've had in the past. You've got that serrated edge there as well. And that means that you can cut your much, much thicker cardstock. You can cut small, you know, if you want, this is brilliant for just cutting small areas because you've only got that short blade.
Fabrics, leather, what about crafting metal?
Crafting metal, you could use it for your Hessian, you know, all that mixed media stuff that you've got. But they really do work well. And, to be honest, you could, you know, I'm cutting, you know, you can still cut shapes out with it.
So fussy cut, yeah.
Because I know when I did a show, and it was the same show, but we had some paper rose stamps and dies on it. And our Paola, she got a bit excited. She picked a die up that I die cut out, and she's going,
She loves
oh
to
my
snip.
goodness. But she picked up the other scissors.
Okay, I can grab those. Because we have got the 2 options
and this
for
was
you.
done live on air. So bless her, she's struggling, and she went over a bit and cut a bit off that she shouldn't have done. Okay, so if you're cutting lots of, you know, you're cutting around different shapes, they're great. If you're using these, you've got more control. And so I passed them to her. I said, you're going to get on better with these. And she did. So, you know, even as crafters that have been crafting for many years, you pick up the wrong scissors, but they've all got a job, you know.
And they cut right to the tip as well.
They do.
Show you there. So you cut right to that tip. I mean, it's not the demonstration of the year, but it just shows you there.
But you really, if you was to use your longer scissors, you are struggling a little bit.
Yeah, I think actually doing a very good job there.
You know, but
at these kind of prices, though, you'd be
I think
forgiven for maybe going for
good
the
job
longer
there.
and the smaller.
yeah, definitely. I know my friend Lorraine, she's got a bit of a thing for scissors.
Has she?
And she did actually...
Well, we need to treat Lorraine.
I did actually talk to her this morning, and she was at work, and she said, I should get home before the end of the show. She said, Nikki, do I need more scissors?
Is this Lorraine who I met?
This is Lorraine that you've met. And I said, do you really need some? And she said, no, but I could bring them to yours, then I have scissors that she doesn't have to borrow mine.
Oh, okay.
Because we all...
There are a lot of crafters who can relate.
Yeah, it's... And the thing is as well...
Go on.
You get used to your own pair of scissors.
Yeah.
It's really strange. I don't know whether it's because these mould to your hand, but I know if I pick up...
And they're not yours?
And they're not mine.
Well, that's interesting. So
But
we've got
even
the
these
2 options.
ones, these are really soft as well. They're not like squidgy soft like the others, but they are a really nice soft grip. And if you are using them to cut sticky elements, can you remember I used to buy, I don't have it anymore because I used oak wood, but I used to buy really cheap, tacky, horrible foam tape.
Yeah.
And on there, and my scissors would be dirty. But look at that. See
Just
that?
going
And this
through.
is, again, a good endorsement on how good these squares are, because normally you wouldn't be able to do this because they're all tacky and horrible. But look, look how clean.
To cut through them, very nice. If you want to go for the scissors, or should we talk about the adhesive pack? Because it's getting busy for this. Anyone, just for the benefit, and you're getting a lot for your money, anyone who's just started crafting, let's break this down. So what's the virtue of your high-tack tape? When would you be using that?
Right. I tend to use mine if I'm using material. If I want to do a glittered edge, which I do quite a bit on my cards, put my... If you've seen me using my pearl strings, there's like strings and there's lots of pearls on them. I use this one because it's a more... it's a heavier weight sticky, and it's got a lot more stickiness than this. This is great for your paper, your lightweight, maybe just your lightweight ribbons, but the red liner tape is for your more...
Could we say a bit of the finger lift in action? Now, you are getting finger lift in there as well. And finger lift, have you ever struggled to lift up?
Right, this is
some
a
tape?
finger lift here. If we get close, you can see...
Should we put it down on something?
Yeah, let's
put
it down on
there.
that. I don't know whether we're going to see it. The also nice thing about this is...
You just tear it.
You just tear. So you pop it down, and normally you would see me...
around.
but look, that edge isn't stuck down, okay?
So we just literally
So
finger lift.
it does exactly what it says on the tin. If I can get my... There you go, look.
And just pull
So
it
it
away.
isn't as wide.
Yeah, no, we
either,
can see
look.
that.
You can see that? But that is still strong enough
Should we
to
stick that on it?
stick anything on. Let's stick that upside down. Look. And it isn't going to go anywhere.
Perfect.
Look.
Well, there you go. So we've got a finger
You've
lift
got
tape.
this one
now,
as
we've also
well.
got the
Look how-
double-sided too.
Yeah, you've got your double-sided. So this is double-sided, okay, but it's finger lift. And if you're thinking, oh, well, I know the difference, one's a slightly more cream, okay.
What would
Right,
you be
so
using
again, the
for?
double-sided
Techniques?
for techniques, for masking off areas, and it's... If I just lift that
So we're
up.
getting 2 of the finger lift, we're getting 2 of the double-sided, both in different sizes, and you're
not
getting 3 of the
everyone,
high
I'll be honest, not every, you know, we've all got our own things that we tend to use. I use a bit of everything. Now, my friend, I'm going to say it again, Lorraine, sorry.
Okay.
She doesn't like this. She says, I don't get on with it. I never know. And she never gets it straight because she tends to not go, she forgets that she's got that edge there.
Yeah.
But with this, you're getting a bit of everything.
She does good posts on social media, Lorraine.
She does.
Yeah. Now,
She is
actually
actually going to be my... she's going to be my design team coordinator, and she's going to be taking over a little bit of my social media as well, because I've got lots and lots of things coming up.
How do we follow you on social media?
You'll find me under Nikki Craft.
Instagram, Facebook?
Yes, I do have Instagram, but I haven't got them linked, so that's something that...
You follow me on Insta yet?
I've got you on Insta.
You got me on Insta?
I've got you on... yeah.
Okay.
You're there, you're the man.
Okay. Just Yanis Morgan, if you feel. I always follow back.
Yes, so you will find me under Nikki Craft.
Great. Now, while we are on the adhesive, we've also got the foam pads in there as well. And the glue dots. Now, I've got to talk. No, glue dots don't come in this bundle. We're going to show you the glue dots.
I've got some glue dots here. Look.
Okay. Talk to me about the glue dots.
Right, these are brilliant. Okay, this is a brand new one that I've got, so you're going to open it up.
Oh, that's a treat.
But look at that, look. You've got your dots on there. Easy to use. So, pretend this is a flower. Okay, look.
Oh,
stick my flower down. You can stick buttons, you can pop it to put embellishments down. They are really, really good. But just don't do what I did, because I've just glued my finger down.
Okay, don't do that.
But they are really good.
And you're getting, in total, 1,500 glue dots. 1,500! This is for our glue dots. $9.95 your price if you do want to pop those in your basket. Storage, it's something we could all use. Would you like to have a little look into Nikki's own storage? Because this is your very own storage folder. Now, you're getting both storage folders, so for the price, $29.98, you're getting both, and in each one, you're going to get 20 of the magnetic storage as well. So, very, very good. Let's have a look at it.
Right, so what you're getting inside is, I think it is 10, isn't it? So you're getting 20 altogether. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's one missing.
Okay,
the ones at home.
Apologies.
It is 10.
20 in total.
So you're actually getting 10 in total.
Yeah.
As you can see, the size. Okay, now I can't quite remember what size. I think they are
8 by 8.
I don't think they're quite 8 by 8. I do believe they are
8 by 7, 8 by 6 and a bit.
Yeah, so they are going to hold
8 inches tall.
I'm seeing if I've just got one that's just got. That might be easy. So I didn't want to take that one out because I've got all my stamps on the back. There we go. Look, that might be better. 6 3/4.
Nice.
By 7.5.
Okay.
Good size. They are going to hold your bigger dies. These are great. They are easy. You can pop them on the side, so
you can put stamps on the back.
You can put
because that's how you've done it.
Yes. So I've got my coordinating stamp on the back there. Look.
When you said you got your stamps on the back, I thought you had the ones that you're bringing out.
Oh, not
that's
yet.
Why I had a
no,
little look. I was like,
no, not yet.
Okay. So
even I haven't got my hands on them yet.
Just to let you know, a little reminder, if you didn't see the start of the show, Nikki's going to be bringing out her own range with Oakwood and Archer. So you're going to be bringing out your own range.
And the 3rd of March, we will be launching them here on Hochanda.
Cool.
Exciting times, isn't it?
Exciting times indeed.
It is.
So
I'm going to need a lot of storage, I'm thinking, because we are bringing quite a lot of.
What is it you like about this storage?
I like it because you can see exactly what you've got here. You can hold it, you can move them around. Like you said, they sit flat. So you can see what you've got. They do hold your stamps on the back as well, even though when Oakwood Archer said that they were bringing some storage out, and they said, it's die storage, Nikki. I rang him after I'd received mine, and I said, but it isn't, because you put your stamps on the back. And he said, oh, I never thought of that.
Spoken like a true crafter.
So you've got your stamp storage and your dies all sorted. You can see it clearly.
Lovely.
You can even label this if you wanted, so you know which range of and which collection you're using. So you could maybe just have one of these, and you could collect my stamps and dies and have them all in together.
Now, something else we're going to move on to is our embossing and quilling set. Showing here again, the price we're about to show you, you're going to be getting 2 lots. So what you're seeing here, and then double that up, you get another one. They come in a nice little wallet. So one you'd have in your craft room.
These are great presents as well, though, aren't they?
They are, actually.
We're nearly in March already. We're halfway through February.
Yeah.
I know, come about May, June time, I start thinking Christmas. And I also start even... And I got this off my nan, actually, because my nan didn't wait until the week before somebody's birthday.
Yeah.
She would shop and she would see things, and if she saw something, even if it was 6 months later that she needed it, she would buy it.
Well, there's a big birthday coming up end of February. We've got a big birthday coming up.
Oh, have we?
Big one.
21 again.
21 again.
21. Love it. But yeah, you know, you buy these for yourself. You've got another set, and the price is amazing.
It is a good price.
Everything in there.
Now, as someone who you're an expert when it comes to your molds, we can obviously shape our flowers.
You can.
As someone who loves shaping our flowers, what do you think of that?
Right, I think this is a great starting point for any crafter that wants to
parchment as well?
Do a little bit of parchment, flower shaping. You've also got your quilling tool in here as well. So you've got a little quilling tool, so that's got a little end there. Then you've also got like your pricking tool there.
So wait, we've got perforation.
I love my pricking tool because this is how I put my little squares on. Brilliant. And they are so lightweight, aren't they?
And we've also getting the tweezers in the mix as well.
And these are different types of tweezers than these ones, okay?
Because that's got kind of the hook.
Yeah, so you've got your hook type there, and then you've got these ones that are really positioned. You've got that really sharp tip there.
Yeah. Tapers off. So look, when you break it down, for £22.98, but you're getting 2 sets. So for each set, £11 and 50 pence per set, you are getting your flower shaping tools, which you can see there, 2 different sizes. That's a large ball there to really shape the flowers. Then you've got your kind of, this could be for your parchment if you wanted, so your smaller tools.
Really in-depth embossing on your flowers as well, because you do need different size tips.
Of course, yeah. And then we've got our quilling tool. So there's a quilling tool. And if I whip that around, you're also getting your pricking, your perforation tool in the mix as well.
Yeah,
and
lots of uses.
You're getting your tweezers as well. All of that, £22.98 for 2 sets. Unfortunately, time has beaten us, Nikki.
It has.
Now, you've got something very special coming up on Sunday.
I have. I've got a one-day special with a collection of beautiful dies by Spellbinders, designed by the very one and only Becca Feekin.
Oh, okay.
And
now
then,
we're talking.
so that's a one-day special,
what kind of dies are they?
Beautiful, intricate, gorgeous.
Dies. She's very talented.
She's very, very talented,
Okay.
Yes.
So that's going to be at 6 o'clock on Sunday. Thank you so much for coming in on Valentine's Day as well.
I know. I'm off to have a nice
hour.
romantic meal, I hope.
Oh, very nice. Okay. Enjoy it. I wonder what you're going to get. So enjoy it. You've definitely earned it.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for your company. Do make sure to check out your baskets and do stick around. I've just glanced across. Look over there. Joined by, it looks like...
Oh, it's a cowboy.
It is. It's a cow. It's a little cowboy.
It isn't the quilting cowboy, though, is it?
It's not the quilting cowboy.
It's a very pretty cowboy, though.
It's Hayley Cowboy. If you are intrigued to see Hayley as a cowboy, it looks like you should be starring with Burt Reynolds in not Dukes of Hazzard, Smokey and the Bandit. So that's coming up next. We're going to say our second look at the one-day special. Nikki, thank you.
Thank you.
Last
Cheers.
plug for your social media. How do we follow you?
Nikki Craft.
Okay.
Quite easy.
Yeah.
That's how you can
do you
find
have
me.
Blogs? Do you do a blog?
I've got a blog called Nikki's Crafting Creations, but I haven't done it for a long time. But again, that's all coming.
Okay, great. Thank
Pinterest, you can find me on there as well.
Thank you so much. And thank you for your company. Don't go anywhere. We've got another great hour coming up. So we are spring into quilting, our one-day special, and then we've got our Be Your Creative Best with the cricket, and after that we've got another look at our one-day special. Lots to enjoy. Don't go anywhere. See you right back here in a moment.
everyone, I've got a minute or two to tell you why you should all be members of Hochanda Freedom. Did you know that with Hochanda Freedom you could be saving on your deliveries every single month? For just a £6.97 monthly fee, you'll benefit from unlimited standard delivery, which means the more you spend with us, the more you save. And do you know the best bit? You can cancel at any time. Becoming a member of Hochanda Freedom, you'll also be able to take advantage of our exclusive Freedom members discounts, where you can save anything up to 20% on an already fantastic Hochanda price. Freedom members will also receive our exclusive members badge and Freedom newsletter, which will keep you updated with all the goings on behind the scenes. Look at all these benefits for £6.97 per month. Over 12,000 of you are already members, and we thank you so much for being part of our family and sharing your crafting passion with us. In fact, I'm going to hand over to you to tell everyone else about your experience with Hochanda Freedom.
I'm a Freedom member, which means I can shop a lot. It's the discounts and all the special offers you get.
I get special offers, I get special discounts. They tell me when everything's happening. So if there's a special show I want to watch, then it's there.
I'm able to just shop when I'd like.
It's just good to have. Yes, you do save. If you buy like I do, you save.
You see, you could be a member instantly for £6.97 per month with no monthly obligation. So when you want to cancel, you can. Just give us a call or go to our website quoting the item number 888 888. So, don't forget you get your unlimited standard delivery, exclusive Freedom discounts, members badge and members newsletter. What are you waiting for? Join Hochanda Freedom today and become a member of the growing Hochanda family.
Hello everybody and a warm welcome to get a second look at our fabulous one-day special. And speaking of fabulous, Hayley West.
Wrong Hayley.
Oh, Hayley Smith, I'm so sorry. Let me try again. I'm sorry, it's late. Hayley Smith. So many Haleys, sorry.
So many Haleys, though.
I'll tell you why. My mind was slightly distracted because, are we allowed to say who you're talking to?
Yeah, that's fine.
We got to chat to the Quilted Cowboy.
Yes, we did. We were speaking to Dale in the break, and I kind of gave him a quick tour of the
Dale
studio.
is a Quilting Cowboy, and we've got to thank you for bringing Dale to Hochanda.
Yes,
just anyone who's not familiar with Dale, very, very quickly.
Okay, so he lives out in Palm Springs, California, and he has a massive passion for quilting. He's got a huge YouTube following, and he's going to be doing shows over here. The first one, I'm going to be helping with the counter, and he's going to be doing the demos by video. Okay. But they're all brilliant, and he's very, very good at what he does.
He is. He's awesome. And do you know what? Since you introduced him to the whole team, are checking out his social media.
Video chat.
Okay. Something else everyone's checking out, a one-day special. Value for money. I cannot believe it. Because, look, even at full price, a quilt 70 by 70, in my experience...
that's a really big quilt.
It is, but in my experience, you'd be paying about £200.
Yes, easily, for a kit with all that in. The only thing you need to add to this is your choice of either batting or wadding or whatever you want to put in the middle.
But even still, I've seen quilt kits, 70 by 70 for the front, and then we say, about around the £200 mark. Yeah. So at the full price, which is 111, is it about 111 full price? Yeah, 111.99. That's a great price. 74.99 is a ridiculously good price, and the fact that we can split it up in 3 months as well.
I mean, average price for a quilting cotton, you are looking around the £15 a metre mark. Easy. Higher if it's a really big name that's designed it. Okay. So that's your kind of average for a quilting cotton. You're getting 7.5 metres in here. So that's 10. I'm trying to see you. I can see the cogs going there. It's £10 a metre.
What? No, 7.5. No, £10 a metre. But then are we getting a pattern in the mix?
You're getting the pattern in the mix as well, and the pattern, as with most of the ones that you get with Fabric Freedom, it's a single block which you then kind of recreate multiple times. You can see on this one it's repeated 4 times. We've got samples up over here.
This isn't the full size. This is just to show you what it looks like. Wow. So 4 of those.
The only difference between these, it's not actually the size of the quilt, it's the size of the border that's on them. So this is 1/4 of the size of the quilt that you can make with that kit.
Okay. And what's this?
Why are you laughing at me again?
Is this when you went,
Mick?
Mick?
Oh, was I going a bit Geordie?
You did very Geordie, but I love it. I love the Geordie accent. Tell me about this.
So this is white fabric.
Okay.
Yes, this comes with the kit.
All right.
And this is enough to do your backing and all of the little white bits that you see kind of dotted about within the design.
Perfect. Should we go through... Are these the options?
Yes, they are options. Okay, where do you want to start, Holly? Blue, blue and red. Okay, this is the blue and red option. With all the Fabric Freedom designs, you'll find they've got a feature fabric. That's the one with the largest print, and it has all of the elements that you'll see within the other fabric. So this one's got the houses. You can see they're repeated on this one here. And then you've got the little boats with the kind of anchors and the buoys and the life preservers there on this one here. And then there's little fish in the sea there. Yeah. That's on this one here.
I call them buoys.
Well, you're wrong.
Buoy swim.
And then on top of the houses, you've got some of the little seagulls. Yeah. And they're on this one here.
It's kind of, I'd imagine, that's the view you have from your home.
It is the view, just about.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
I don't quite live in kind of... I've got a lighthouse, actually. I can see a lighthouse from my house, so yeah, probably. It's close enough.
Do live in a great part of the world. Now, moving on, we've got another option for you.
This is the best one.
Oh,
this is the best colour option, full stop.
What I would have said, no, I might argue with you on this, but I do like it. Why is it the best one?
You know we enjoy a good bicker, though.
Oh, no. Tell me, why do you love it so much?
Because the seagull's feet are orange.
Oh.
That is my whole reasoning.
Oh, that's strong reasoning. I like it.
Seagull's feet are orange, and that's what colour seagull's feet should be.
Okay.
These look like the most realistic seagulls, therefore this is my favourite one.
Fair enough. Can't argue that logic. And then finally we have...
blue and pink.
But then,
so this is what the seagulls look like when they're cold.
Yeah, okay. It's very true. Look at the price if you split it. So you're saving £37 straight off the bat. You've got 2 flexi payments in the mix as well. $37.50 today. You get 7.5 metres. You get the pattern, and this gives you an example of the type of quilting you could be doing as well. I mean, it's a great
it's a really, really straightforward pattern. It's a single block, which you just repeat over and over again. So it's a really nice way to do it. And as you can see, these ones that we've got up here, they are 1/4 of the size. Now, because it's one block and you repeat it over and over, you've got that choice to move it around. So if you wanted to do it instead of 2 like that, maybe you wanted to make 4 cushions and then make a long runner and then a smaller one for a lap quilt as well. You can get all of that out of the same option.
Like that. I'm just conscious of the fact people watching right now, because it is such a good price, maybe they're thinking, is the quality as good?
It's the quilting cotton that Fabric Freedom bring you all the time, and it is a beautiful quality. It's a lovely weight. It's very, very easy to stitch with, and it's always a very, very good quality for these
Rest
guys.
assured, you see Fabric Freedom, you are always getting quality. 671-668 your item number. That is our one-day special. It's launched, it's busy, and if you would like to be making some beautiful quilts, this is a great option for you. Something else, though, we've got springtime. Now, 3 different colour options here. We have got the colour options behind as well. This is a complete kit.
It is a complete kit as well. Now, I must say, I think I'm right in saying both of these options, both the one-day special and the springtime option here, have a secondary option. So if you do not want that full kit, what you can get is just 1/2 metre of each of the feature fabrics that we've got here, and then you can put those into whatever design you like. So if you don't want the full kit, why not?
Should we go through the different feature fabrics?
Shall we?
This is beautiful.
Shall we? So I would say this one here, because it's the largest print, is your feature fabric. And you can see it's got those big daisy flowers on there. And you'll see those in here.
Does this not come with
butterfly? Yeah, I'm getting to that.
Oh, okay.
It's got the butterflies in there that you'll see there. It's got the leaves as well in this one here.
Is that based?
No, this isn't a paste print actually, this one, because this one's actually printed the colour on top of white, and it's just got the spaces left. The paste print is actually a solid colour, and you print white on top. Yeah. Okay. So that's got those little flowers in that are this one here as well. Nice. So you've got everything there. You've got your lights, you've got your darks, you've got your mid-tones, you've got everything there to balance beautifully to make a quilt. Now, the ones we've got as finished samples behind us, I always feel like a weather person when I'm doing this. I'm full of my box.
There is a storm. There is a storm. You stole that out so nicely. We would never have known if you didn't say anything. But look, that's a lovely block.
I'm used to falling over. It's fine. Less to go, though. Less far to go. It's fine.
Purple option is the most popular option. I have to say, the mint is very attractive too.
Well, looking at all these three together, you could easily work all of these colours. If you went for the option that was just the half-metre option of everything, you could get all of them and they would work beautifully together because they're tones that they work together. So the green's always a good catch-all to go either way with that. So you could put it with the pinks and get rid of those and it would look beautiful.
Yeah.
Or you could go the other way and put the green with the purples and still that would look fantastic in its own right.
Well.
So it's a really nice option if you wanted to do a mixed colour quilt. Even the pinks with the purples would go really well because there's that purpley tone running through those as well. So it's a really nice one to kind of mix and match this one.
One thing I've noticed, Hayley, that you were on it. You picked this one out. If you go for the half-metre, 50% saving. Look, $24.99. That is a good shout.
But then you can, if you're prepared to add a bit of white in, you could say take those together. Let's just push that one away a second.
Yeah.
And just take those together and mix and match them. And that's a beautiful selection of fabrics.
Okay. If
You're doing thinking.
I'm doing thinking. I might
Okay,
get told
be
off for
careful.
this. Oh, straining myself.
Just hang on to the desk there.
So look, do you know what I'd be tempted to do at home? So half-metre, you're saving £25, right? I'd double up on that. That's £50.
Yeah. So the only thing you're missing is the white and the pattern.
All right, but you might already have that in your
You've got plenty in there, yeah.
You go pattern, or you can get the pattern by yourself, $9.99. Or if you've already got patterns at home and you just want to bring these to life,
they're really, really nice with a little splash of white in there as well. They're kind of really, really fresh.
Yeah. I like
colours in them, and they work so well together. So if you did want to pick and mix them, I would definitely do that.
Oh, that's nice. There you go. Lovely. Okay. Do you know what today, Hayley?
What?
I noticed a lot of the time my nose was creeping shut.
Okay.
And my face was nowhere near.
Oh dear.
It was just literally this bit coming in. So I found, we were doing another show earlier on with Lou, I found myself doing this. It's very hot. I tell you, my heart
Oh, were you
sinks.
trying to see what was going on?
No, it's just literally, I just noticed I was holding something up and my nose was in shot with the item. Anyway, I digress. We've got more for you. We've got some
just
poplins.
noticed that now?
No, because when I was trying to get out of the way.
Okay.
There you go. I didn't just notice it
Was
now.
it just a big nose day
noticed
today?
it all my life.
Okay.
That's why you never
But
see a
just
profile.
especially today?
You need a wide-angle lens.
Okay.
Yeah. Poplins, talk to me about this.
Okay, I'm coming then. Hang on. These are poplins, Janice.
Lovely. So what's the difference between poplin and quilting cotton?
Okay, so I'll show you. The difference is in the weave and the weight of the threads that go into it. So if I just pull a couple of these ones off the poplin there, and then I'll just pull a few off of here.
All right.
And I'll put them side by side.
Oh, don't
wobbly.
lean, don't lean.
If I put them side by side like that, can you see the ones on the top are a lot thicker than those little poplin ones underneath.
Okay.
I must excuse the state of my fingernails, but I have not had time to sort them out.
Don't worry about this.
Much thinner
Yeah.
and a much tighter weave.
With the quilting cotton?
With the poplins.
Oh, with the poplin.
The quilting cotton's a little bit heavier. Because normally, a quilting cotton, you would work probably with a machine and it's a little bit heavier weight, it's a little bit stiffer, so it's a bit easier to feed through nicely on the machine.
Okay.
The poplins, generally they're used for more decorative things, so maybe you're using it for shirting and things like that, so it needs to be a lighter weight.
Nice.
And that kind of lighter weave is brilliant if you're doing things like paper piecing as well, because a poplin will crease really nicely and really, really hold its shape well for paper piecing.
Should we go through the
And
options?
these are perfect for paper piecing because they've got those nice little details on.
Yeah.
So you have the sky blue option.
Nice. Now you're getting half a metre of the boats, half a metre of the beach
That's
huts.
correct, and they've got those same kind of tealy blues and kind of
They're
sky
nice.
blues working through, so they'll work really nicely together.
I love a beach hut.
Do you?
Yeah, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I don't need one. That'd just be like a shed in my house.
Well, it's true, but you know, beach huts now, they're fortune.
Well,
Like thousands. Okay.
I don't want to move out my house,
Okay,
though.
it's okay.
Can I stay?
You can stay.
Thanks.
How about here?
Here, this is the mint option.
Yeah.
And then the kind of classic
think
seaside nautical
periwinkle.
colours, or periwinkle.
That, I think, is my fave.
Okay.
Isn't that nice? $9.99, and you're getting a meter's worth. 2 different designs, so half metre of the beach huts and half metre of the boats. 602-926 your item number. The only thing you need to decide is what option you're going to go for.
So I must now give you a no wiggle warning.
I have been issued with a no wiggle warning.
Okay, because we've got a lot of stripes which look fantastic, but send the cameras bonkers if we start moving them around.
The fabrics I'm not allowed to
Yeah.
wiggle. Okay.
Have you had a warning for something else?
Miscommunication. Miscommunication. There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Is that who you were wiggling at?
Yeah, well,
Miscommunication.
miscommunication. There we go.
We have the red stripe.
Uh-huh.
Now, this is all on a much heavier canvas weight, and it's got that kind of natural look to the back, which is absolutely lovely brilliant for home decor. Fantastic for things like blinds, cushions, bag making. This is perfect for as well. So you've got the red and navy, and then you've got the candy pink.
Yeah, candy stripes.
This one is so cute.
Candy and mint, I like it.
Very unusual colours for it, though, especially on that kind of natural background, but really, really nice. And then we've got brown, and we've got brown and navy. I think that was French navy, actually.
You're getting a metre of canvas fabric. You decide whichever one you want. $13.49 is your price there. So Freedom price as well. Do check it out. Right, we've got more. Pick and mix.
Yes, this is a pick and mix. And
oh, I love this.
We took this one across here before.
Yeah.
Did you forget the wiggle ban already?
Oh, is this no? You know wiggles.
This is no wiggles either.
But wait a second. I wasn't told these were no wiggle either.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you now.
Okay. Thank you, because I just gave it a wiggle.
But this as a bag with the outside, and then this one as the lining.
Oh yeah.
Very, very, very cute.
But look, you've got the anchors. Do you know where I think this would be particularly good in? We hear a lot. Actually, number one sort of complaint crafters have struggled to make more masculine designs.
Yes.
Very masculine here, but unisex, not just for the guys.
No, I mean, there was it a year or two ago? There was a very kind of nautical feel on the catwalks and things, and so this, you know, is still quite kind of fashionable and quite on trend.
Okay.
So you've got the little boats. You've got those in black or in the navy blue. You've got the nautical themed ones, which has got all of those on. Now, these are fantastic for paper piecing because A, they're a poplin, and B, they're a nice small size for fussy cutting. So you've got red or black for those. And then you've got your anchors. And you've got your 3 different colours. You've got your sky blue, navy, and the mint. Then over here, we have the dolphins.
I like dolphins.
That's good. I'm happy you like dolphins. We've got maroon, navy, blue, mint, and the sky blue.
Options for you, $14.99 your price, picking any two. 146538 your item number. We're going to head to demonstration. Before we do that, let's jump onto the website and have a little look. So what are you going to be popping into your basket? Now, if you do want to go for the small half meters with the one-day special, we've got details on your screen there, $24.99. We've also got individual fabrics and patterns for you as well, so do check it out. Okay.
Okay.
What are we going to be doing?
Well, I've got a couple of options.
Nice.
That's not mine. Oh. I don't know where that came from.
No, I'm kidding. It's just water.
It was Natasha before.
Maybe.
No, I don't think it is. Okay, so, did you by any chance knock those on the way past?
No. Or maybe I must have. Oh, we've got a ghost. I don't know. I feel it's because our nautical Phil. I feel we're on the way.
Oh, I'm no good on a boat.
Me neither. I get
terribly seasick. There's a little ferry that goes from North Shields to South Shields, and it takes all of about 10 minutes, and I just come off like
green.
White. And I look at you. You all right? No.
Never again. Never again. So what are we going to be doing?
Okay, so this one we started earlier. And what we've done is, instead of doing the blocks that come with the quilt, we've actually kind of changed this one and done a bit more of a strip quilt with it. So we've taken the images from the top here, so these little houses that we've got on the top. So that orange one there, we've kind of repeated here. So we've put the window at the top, 2 windows in the middle, big door at the bottom, and we've made it kind of echo these ones here. So then next to it, we've got the one with the kind of slopey roof. Massive, out of proportion seagull on there. He's like some kind of monster.
That's a mutant seagull.
It is.
It's going to take over the world.
There's his little mates.
That looks like the one that took my chips last time I was at the sea.
There's mates running away because he's so big. We just did some free motion clouds. So what we were trying to get to was the fact that if you're doing a quilt, especially if you're going for that pack that's got the 5.5 metres in, it doesn't have to be all of those patterns all of the time. You can kind of have a little bit of fun with it, and you can experiment with different techniques, because if you were going to do this, the satin stitch I would do while the back was like this, so I didn't have all this showing through onto the back of my quilt. But if I then wanted to come back and put some of these embellishments in, like the clouds, to actually quilt the 3 layers together, then I would do those so that they went all the way through and actually kind of cemented all the layers together. So we were just having a little bit of a play with some different techniques. So we did some kind of satin stitch in the last one, and this is a lovely viscose that comes from Marathon Threads that we've used on there to give a little bit of a shine. We've used one of their variegated threads on here just to do a couple of kind of free motion clouds on there.
Very nice.
And then we used a machine and different settings on there to change all the different kind of stitches and shapes and sizes to create some seagulls.
It's looking very nice.
It's looking cute.
I mean, what would this be? Would this be like a table runner?
Well,
or?
you can build it up and up. That's the beauty of a strip quilt. Once you kind of start on a certain width, you can go as many as you need to, and just make it longer and longer. It's not like a block.
That's actually thing, a strip quilt.
Yes, because these ones up here, these, I'm just going to move this out of the way, and then I'll see that one as well. So this one on the back, this is made from blocks. So you create a block, and then you're kind of governed by that block as to how big you make it. So you'll either make it 3 across, 4 across, 5 across, however many you like down. But it's always usually going to end up being a rectangle of some sort. With the strip quilt, then you've got those same options, but you'll start whatever size you want it to be, and when it's finished, width-wise, that's what you start with. And then you just keep adding rows and rows and rows until you get to where you want to be.
I like it.
So it doesn't just have to be, it can be full strips like that. It's obviously dropped something in there. And you can add...
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, this is
bits
showing...
and pieces
is that
to the
poplin?
bottom.
No, it's not.
No, this is the
one day
Town by
special?
the Sea one-day special.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And this is just some bits
like
of
the
the fish. Some of my favourite colours still, but this is teal and orange
I actually
option.
see why you like the teal and orange, and I think you've won me over.
See,
teal and orange is a nice option.
It's the seagull feet. That's what does it. And then the orange fish. Who doesn't like a little orange fish?
Yeah. Very good. A koi.
So, I don't know if you get one in the sea.
No, you wouldn't.
They're fresh water, aren't they?
They are. Yeah.
See, I know fish stuff
you
now.
know your fish.
I don't have a choice. Matt knows a lot about fish. We've gone from 1 fish tank. We now have 2 fish tanks. Yeah, we have a marine one now as well.
Do you want to know a great fishy story?
Go on then.
I'll be quick, but it's
Hit
worth
me up
it.
with a fishy story.
No, this is genuinely a really good fishy story. So my friend he moved into a house. This was like in his 20s.
I'm just going to pin this while you tell me fishy stories.
In his 20s, moved into a place and he got a fish tank and he got piranhas. And in the piranhas, I'm going somewhere with this, right? So he got piranhas, and the thing with piranhas, and I don't like this bit, but you have to feed them guppies.
Yeah, you have to feed them live bait.
Yeah, you feed them live bait, right? So he put guppies in, and there was this one guppy, when he put the guppies in, that survived the onslaught. And what it used to do is hide up by where the bubbles are.
Oh, like the fans.
Yeah,
and
it puts the air into the water,
yeah.
right? So it would hide up there, because the piranhas would never go up there. And it was a clever one, because he'd also feed it the piranhas fish food. So he'd let the piranhas fill up, and then he'd swim out, eat, and then go back and hide. And I kept on, whenever I talked to my friend, I would say, how's the guppy? Is it still alive?
Did he have a name? Did you name him?
Well, thought it was a boy. I can't remember, I'm sure he did. Named it, but here's where the story gets really good. It was a girl. She gave birth and had a load of baby guppies. Yeah.
Did they get eaten, or are they all right too? Are they clever as well?
No, they weren't so clever. But still, I think it was a nice story of survival.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have another fish story which it does not involve as much survival.
Oh.
Well, it does, but then it didn't. So in one of the fish tanks, we've got these big fish called Oscars, and they get quite big.
Oscars,
so kind of like that. And then there was a little pyjama catfish that went in there about a year and a half ago. And he went in about a year and a half ago, and we thought he'd died because we hadn't seen him for ages. So cleaned the fish tank out, moved all the rocks out, up pops this pyjama catfish. We go, oh my gosh, he's still alive.
Yeah.
He was about so big, he's a reasonable size. And because we'd taken all the rocks out, there wasn't anywhere to hide. So then the Oscar spotted him and just literally we were busy going, oh my God, he's alive. Oh, gone. It was terrible. We were just so happy because we'd found him.
He's probably like, what are you doing? I've been hiding here for 2 years. And now you finally are in the open.
I know. It was terrible.
Okay, so we've digressed.
We always do.
I know.
Standard.
That's two very sad
Happy
stories
fish
for us.
story and a sad fish story. Okay, I've just popped a couple of pins in there because what I'm going to do is these pieces here, which I would have normally kind of fully appliqued on, I'm just going to attach these. I haven't sewed the bottoms, and that's because I'm going to use this strip that I'm adding here to stitch all those bottoms in. So, you know, normally put a few more on, but I'm just going to quickly stitch that on, and then we'll fold it back, and then we can trim all this excess off. And kind of get it.
Sounds like good.
Get it looking cute.
While we're getting set up for that, now we have got some blender fabrics for you. These are on a pick and mix. You're getting any two. Have to say, they're beautiful.
Yeah, they're new ones actually. We've not
really
seen
nice.
those before, and they're great as a stash builder. I think that grey and that really, really bright fuchsia pink that you've got there work beautifully together. Those first two that you've got.
Yeah, they do actually. Let me just show you that.
They work really, really nicely together.
These two together, that's a great combo.
I think the gold one, the next one along, is a really nice option as well, because that's a really kind of neutral colour, really good catch-all. It's got a really nice vintage feel to it.
Do you know what, speaking of blending two together, what about the two blues if you wanted to go tonal, dark and light?
I like that lighter blue that you've got with the gold as well.
Oh, let's have a little look. So you're picking any two, so which, that works. We've also got in there, so there's your dark blue.
We can do this all evening, can we? What about this one and this one?
Then you've got your sort of purple, your black, your teal, your red, and then you've got your pink.
I've got the wrong foot on.
Okay, so those are your blended fabrics, $9.99 your price, and you're picking any two. You're getting half meters there. Your item number is 164048. If you do want to say hello to Hayley and myself, if you've got any questions, we'd love to hear from you as well. studio@hochanda.com. Beauty of Hochanda being a live channel is that you can get in touch with us, so do feel free to say hello. Whether you're watching, you might be watching us right now on Sky, so I know we've come off Freeview, you might be watching us on Facebook.
You might be. What about Roku?
Roku.
Ooh. Do you know, I've got one of them. They're brilliant.
Are they good?
Yeah, they're so easy. They're so easy. It's a tiny remote. There's only about like 4 or 5 buttons on it. And it's literally up, down, back, front, done. Dead easy. So I've just swapped feet because I want a straight line. I don't want a wibbly line. So I'm just going to attach that bit that we've just kind of looked at there onto here. And then we'll trim that excess off and start getting it into a bit of a smaller quilt. Am I in the middle? Yes, I'm in the middle.
So, with the one-day special, I know you're a big fan of what you're getting. I mean, just value for money as a quilter, how do you see the bundle?
Why am I not going anywhere?
Feed dogs?
Possibly.
Yeah, because I think Hayley used these. Oh no, they were on. They were on. Oh. Try again.
Oh, it was just me being a fool.
It's okay.
That happens fairly often. It's nothing new.
No, we did a show with Hayley, but I don't know if she used this one or her
She
own
won't
one.
use this one because this one came out my car.
Oh, okay.
It's unlikely. This one's mine from home.
Okay.
So it's okay. But to be honest, when I free motion on this one, I tend to leave the feed dogs on because I like that little bit of resistance, and I like to know that it's going somewhere. So I don't always turn the feed dogs off on this one. It depends very much on your foot as well, because if your free motion foot is kind of hard to the feed dog plate, then sometimes you need to just loosen that off a little bit. If like this one, it doesn't actually sit right against the fabric itself and isn't pushing it down, then the feed dogs make kind of no difference really. You can leave them on or off. Right, I'm getting there. Not got far. I'm just wondering whether I'm going to cut, because if I cut this off, I could double it over and make more of a wall hanging out of it. Might make a wall hanging. I'll add it all on because it'll save me doing some stitching later on.
Because I think the theme would look beautiful in your home, seeing as you are by the sea.
I am by the sea.
Whitney
I'm
Bay?
very. That's correct. I am a very lucky person. And
what's it like living by the sea, especially wintry time?
Cold.
I
was talking to one of my neighbours.
Have you had any snow?
We very rarely get snow. I've seen snow on the beach a few times. A couple of years ago, there was like proper snow on the beach, and that's very, very unusual to get snow on the beach. Well, it's just so salty. It just doesn't lie on the beach. Come on, I've slowed this right down because we were doing free motion. There we go. That needle needs changing, and I know that needle needs changing just by the sound because you can hear it going pop, 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 and that means it needs swapping out because it's done too much. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah, that needs changing.
All right, as we finish off there, we are going to, because we're halfway through the show, we're going to... Already? I know, it's going quick.
What we've been doing? We haven't really done anything.
Well, I know, we will continue this, Hayley.
What, not doing anything?
Before we do that, we're going to tell you a little bit about Flexi. Flexi Order is just one of the ways you can enjoy your shopping experience here at Hochanda.
Flexi Order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi Order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi Order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping baskets, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
So there we go, a little bit about Flexi Order. We're going to talk about a one-day special. For anyone who's just tuned in, Hayley,
yes,
why are you so excited about this? Because you do love it.
I do love it because I live by the sea, and I think this is such a cute one. And when we've brought kind of Fabric Freedom bundles in the past, it's been a half metre of everything. This time it is absolutely everything you need to create that quilt. Nice. So you need absolutely everything. You don't need absolutely everything. You will have absolutely everything. You will just need wadding.
Yeah, okay. So all you need is wadding?
Yes.
Okay, and do you know what? It's nice because I know a lot of people have their own preference for wadding.
Yes, some like a hollow fibre one, some like a batting. It's entirely up to you what you put in it. But you will have enough fabric here to make a 70-inch square quilt.
I mean, that
is a whopper.
But it is. That's the big boy.
That's a whopper.
So traditionally, as a sewer, have you ever bought a kit, a quilt kit for a 70-inch quilt? Because I can tell you that I've seen them for 200 plus.
Yeah, I mean that's almost double bed size. That yeah, it's quite big.
It's a very good size. What we're offering you here as part of the one-day special, $74.99. And what's even better, because we're Hochanda, we showed you about Flexi Order. You can split your price in half, £37.50. We send everything out to you today.
That's very nice. It is very
well,
nice.
not today, because obviously it's very late.
Yes.
Yes.
No, not today.
But no, the fact is,
maybe like Monday.
Monday. Okay. Talk us through the options, Hayley. And actually, it's nice seeing the actual designs as well.
So you've got 5 designs in each, and in this one, this is the blue and red option. You've got the. You're just creaking next to me.
That's my knees. Okay, sorry. Oh, that's your knees as well. We've got to that age, Hayley.
That's not what it is.
Yeah, that's it.
It's because we're both past the
once you
4-0.
Get 4-0, 3-0.
You? No. No.
Okay.
Nice try. You've got your feature fabric. This is the blue and red option. You've got your fish there. You've got your seagulls as well. And then on the other side here, I've got the other 2 coordinating fabrics, which is the little kind of town and your boats and anchors as well.
And the red and blue is a nice colour combo.
Yeah, these are a kind of classic nautical colour combo. This one's a little bit out there because it's got the teal and orange option. Personal favourite. I just think it's a really nice colour to be working with. It's quite fresh, this one.
Yeah, I think I like the red and blue.
Yeah, red and blue.
If I had to go for one.
That's okay.
But then I like this.
Natasha liked that one.
Oh, right, so we've all got
the pink
our
and the green. So that's pink. Is it pink and blue?
Pink and blue.
Yeah, it says pink and blue. There's a bit of green in there too. It's all good.
It's a nice design. when you go through and look at it.
It is really cute. And the fact that you don't have to do this pattern with them. You can fussy cut elements out of each of them and it will work really well, because Fabric Freedom's customers asked them for smaller prints for quilting with, and that's exactly what they've done. They've given you a big feature print.
Yeah.
And then they've given you smaller prints. Almost, almost you'd put the little spots in or the really little ditsy flowers.
Yeah.
Well, you've got that, but you've got it in fish and seagulls.
Lovely. Well, no, that's cool. I like that. £37. It is, look, bit quirky, but you can break it up, especially if you're putting it into patterns.
Absolutely. If you're adding the white and you're putting it into patterns, perfect.
£74.99 your price, but you can take advantage of flexi payments. £37.50 your price there. 671668 your item number. We're going to have a look because we've got more on our website. Just have a look. So, lots more on our website. What are you going to be popping into your basket? Now, I did share a story, Katie, about you and the eyebrow threading, so make up for it. You can pick anything here, and I'm going to get it for you as a treat. There we go. Going for the... this has turned into a very expensive story. I didn't realise we had the iron on the show. Nicely done, producer Katie. Nicely done.
I would like the squeezy scissors, please.
I haven't told any stories about you. Okay, so I'll give the squeezy scissors. Anyone else while I'm on a spending spree? Holly, what would you like? And Kirsty, you're going to have to pick something too. Oh, one day special for Holly. Kirsty, what would you... Oh, you want
what colour though, Holly?
The canvas. And Kirsty would like the canvas, one of the canvas fabrics in there. It's the one brown and blue, is it? Brown and blue. Okay, so that's me treating pretty much everyone. I'm glad the other shift have gone home. It's very expensive. Okay. Speaking of the iron, we need to talk about this.
I'm trying not to. Well, I'm just trying not to get you to touch it because
I know.
It has gone to sleep.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's been left on its own for longer than 8 minutes.
Okay.
So it's gone to sleep. It's turned itself off.
Yeah.
And it's flashing red there to say
I'm asleep.
basically I'm asleep.
But it's asleep, but it's raised up, so.
Yeah, so you're not going to burn anything. All you need to do to get that working again, because obviously it's still plugged in and everything, is now you can touch the top, because I know you want to.
Check this out. Oop. Oh, that's so intuitive. Okay, so this is a bit kidding me, but they're talking about...
You can just iron it then, that's fine.
Yeah, they're talking about...
I'll tell you the stuff.
They're talking about the new James Bond songs being released. No, he's not ironing. But this, to me...
I'm confused now, Jan.
I'll tell you. It's like a James Bond gadget. You know, like the gun will only work in his... When he
right.
Like that.
No, it isn't like fingerprint sensitive, but it is pretty cool.
Yeah. You wouldn't want that, because then everyone's got an excuse. Sorry, Mum, I can't do the ironing. It's such your fingerprints. That'd be a terrible iron. But no, jokes aside, the iron is fantastic. We have got it on the show. £149.99, but if you're a Freedom member, £134.99. You can split the price across 3 flexis. What make? Because so many people rave about this iron. What is it for you that you think? Yes, you saw it. You were showing to me how you could put fabric all the way in.
Yes, I'll do that. I'm just going to chop this in half.
Okay.
Well, the reason it's such a kind of innovation in ironing is the really biggest thing that happened in ironing was steam.
Yeah.
In the last kind of 40, 50 years. That's the biggest thing that's happened in irons is steam. And this is a complete kind of revolution. And if you're doing a lot of quilting and sewing, you'll be doing a little bit, putting it back, undoing the next seam, doing another little bit, and putting it back. And we've all done it as sewers where we found a bit that's particularly stubborn, or we've just put it to one side where we'll do something else, or cut something, or trim something, or whatever, and then come back to it, and then we've scorched the project because we've left it down. And we've all done it, and this takes that worry completely away, because you can leave it like that and you don't have to worry about it. If you leave it for longer than 8 minutes, it will turn itself off, but when you want to go again, it's ready to go. It takes seconds to heat up. It's got a huge cord on it, which is a massive benefit, because if you just think about the length of a normal ironing board, your normal ironing board is probably about 4.5 foot, 5 foot tall. And as soon as you've got a regular iron with a normal cable, that's about maximum 6 feet. So if you've got to kind of stretch it across a workbench or something like that to get it plugged in, you're already, you've already kind of lost half of your ironing board just because your cable won't reach. This has got a cable that's It was at least 2 Yanis's last time we measured it, wasn't it? It's a minimum of 2 Yanis's.
I'm 6'1". Yeah.
There you go. It's 2 Yanis's long, and also you've got side filling. You've got your...
now, what's the benefit of being side filling?
Well, usually it fills from the top,
yeah,
and then it dribbles everywhere.
That's right.
This one's got a little side spout, and it's got the jug to go with it. So even if you're just putting that under the tap to fill it, it's an awful lot easier to hit that than it is to hit the other bit. But it does come with a little jug as well.
Like that.
You can knock the auto lift on and off. So if you just want it to be a regular iron, then you can. But why would you? Why would you? You've got all of your settings on the top there, and it's really clear on the top there, because usually they're in the middle here, and you can't quite see where you're getting to.
And of course, we cut all the regular settings.
Yeah, you've got plenty of steam. I'll put the steam on for a second.
It's like a little mechanical friend.
You've got plenty of steam options. You've also got your water jet as well, and your steam comes from the whole plate, not just the tip, because on other irons that we've seen, the steam is really only in this area here. Yeah. This one...
Oh.
Face! Oh. Sorry, I didn't know you were looking at it.
What do you think my face is here? I'm looking at
your
where
face is over there, your nose was in.
No, it was just my nose that took the brunt.
I'm only kidding.
Yeah.
I'm only kidding.
Sorry,
are you well out of the way this time?
I'm going to stand back.
Okay. Yeah. You've got, if I do it
it's like
that way.
Magic trick.
You can see the steam's coming from everywhere in that base plate. Like a little squeaky dragon.
Yeah, there you go. Lovely.
So it's a really good, it's got huge amounts of power as well. It's about I think it's 2,000 watt power.
Yeah.
So it's got really good power. It heats up super quick. So even in that, from that sleep position that we had it in, it was seconds, and it was right back to that nice hot temperature that we needed.
This is the true question. Could be awkward actually asking if you don't get the right answer, but do you have one?
I do not have one yet.
Why not?
Because I haven't had a chance to get one, because I'm constantly running up and down the country.
Right, fair enough. But if you've already had one, we'd love to hear your thoughts, because we're raving about it, and we know, because we've got to play with it, we know how good it is. Oh, can I just show you something else you pointed out? Just remember when we did a show together, that you can put fabric in there, but it goes quite far back.
Snipping a bit off, and we'll show you this. So on a regular iron, you've maybe got a centimetre to 2 centimetres to get the fabric in. So if I had, say, 2 layers here, and I was wanting to iron the layer underneath, so I was wanting to iron this layer, but not put any steam or pressure or iron on the top half. Let me just turn it sideways a little bit so you can see.
Okay.
There you go. So I can put that down. I can hit that one there.
Underneath. Oh.
And then get and that's 3 layers. It's 2 layers of fabric and wadding as well. So I can press everything that's underneath there.
How deep does it go? How far can you go?
It's about 5 centimetres.
Oh, that's good.
So you can see I'm able to iron that underneath there without... So if you've got pockets, if you're dressmaking, it's designed with sewers in mind. So it's all of the things that have annoyed sewers over the years that they've kind of fixed. So we've got that extra long cable's brilliant. Yeah. You've got that fully kind of rotating ball, because if an iron's going to go, that's the stress point. That's where it goes.
I mean, everything about this, it lives up to its name. It is a truly intuitive, smart iron. So if you're somebody who does a lot of ironing, why struggle? We can work on an iron. It's going to be a joy, really. See, I kind of like ironing. I don't mind ironing.
Oh, do you? Yeah. Clothes-wise, I'll iron all my projects, but clothes-wise, it tends to be things that are stretchy. Oh, okay. So I'm just lining these up because I think you're right. Let's make a little wall hanging out of it, just to make it a little bit different.
You've got to put it on your social media.
I'm tempted.
Once you get it, put it on your social media.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I've got one now. Somebody made me one.
Good.
I've got Hayley Smith Sews.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Have you got Insta?
Now? I don't know.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know. They had to really persuade me to do it. I'm going to put that bit in the middle, I think, as well.
Yeah, that's nice.
And then we'll put... What should we put on this bit, then?
Well, you have to put, I don't know, some text or something on there, don't you?
Oh, you just like it when I write Yanis on things with my sewing machine.
No, not
That's
Yanis,
all you want.
This is going in your home. You don't want Yanis there.
I do not need Yanis in my house.
Is put some inspirational words.
I imagine you'd be messy.
I'm not.
Oh, you're not?
I'm actually quite clean.
I don't mean, like, dirty.
No, but I mean, I'm quite tidy.
Just from my experience of running up and down the country and having to kind of dump stuff and pick up the next lot of stuff and then run away again.
Yeah. Well, you know, we all get a little bit messy. Sometimes I am guilty of a floor drobe. You know what a floor drobe is?
Yeah,
like when you get changed, it goes on the floor. Now, only because look, we work shifts,
life.
you get home late.
There's not enough time to get it in the washing machine.
Just get home and like,
bang, in bed.
Clothes
on
on the
again,
floor.
Out.
Yeah. Okay. But as a general rule, I'm quite tidy.
Okay, that's good to know.
I'm a good house guest.
Okay. You're inviting yourself up.
Come on. Yeah. Lovely trip by the sea.
Yeah, bring Mrs. Yanis.
There we go.
We'll go out.
Okay, we'll do it. Done.
So, I'm just putting this together so we can put something in the middle. I think what we might do is have we got time? What we've got? 14 minutes?
14 minutes?
Right, let's put something on that middle bit.
Let's do it. What are you thinking?
I'm going to shove that over there, and everybody looks horrified because I've just put it on a hard surface, but it's absolutely fine because obviously it's just going to put its feet up and it's away. So we'll save this bit for tomorrow.
Okay.
And we'll do this little bit in the middle. Ooh.
Well,
I'm tempted to turn that round. The only thing is I'll have to unstitch and restitch that bit. Because then
to get
otherwise...
that symmetry.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
otherwise
I think
me houses will be upside down on this end.
Yeah, I think you need to do that.
Do you think I need to do that? Okay, right. We'll do that tomorrow. Luckily, when I sewed these in, I sewed some seagulls that way up and some seagulls this way up. So that one is fine. We don't need to worry about that one. So what we're going to put on this, should we put some waves on it?
Yeah, okay.
Because if that's the houses, do we need
wave.
like an under the sea bit?
I like where your mind's at.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Okay.
I'm going to put some waves on it.
So Hayley had a great show. We did, no, Hayley West had a great show where the embroidery. What she was doing was using the machine, showing the embroidery function.
Yeah.
So you might have some designs that would work.
Yeah, I mean, some are kind of inbuilt into the machine. There are lots and lots of stitches that are kind of built into lots of machines where you can kind of have a little bit of a play about with them. So we've got huge amounts on here. So we used 13 before, which is this one here, which is like a repeating wave pattern. And we used that to do the seagulls. But I've now got a variegated thread on, so that same stitch can look completely different if we're looking to put waves on. So
it's a great machine.
13.
And we do have the machine. You can find it on our website. £899. It is a great price for this machine. And you've got 3 flexi payments on there as well. It is a very, very competitive price.
There we go. I know that mine was more than that.
Yeah. Well, we did a little search, and you can find them online. They're around about 1,200. We'll show it to you, actually. We've got it on the website. We'll find it for you.
Okay. Take that out, because I don't need that. So I've got a variegated thread on here, and what that's going to do is just add even... Ooh, I think it's just... Because it's... Oh... Bottom bobbin.
Bottom bobbin. It's the ultimate insult.
It is. I should have checked it. I knew it was running out in the last show. It's my own stupid fault.
Yeah, that's okay. While we're doing that, let's jump onto the website and have a look. So here it is. Now, just type in Jade. Don't type in, if you type in Husqvarna, do type in Jade and you'll be able to find it. $899. Here's the thing. You've got 3 flexi payments of £300 on there. Now, we did some research, and I thoroughly recommend you do your own research on it. One thing I want to point out, the machine, I've seen them for about 1,200 mark, which we've got here. We've seen them more. We've actually seen other places for the 1,400 mark. It's got the larger hoop. So with your embroidery, you've got the largest hoop that will fit in the machine. That comes within this bundle. It's a great sewing machine, but it's also a fantastic embroidery machine as well. So if you think, as a sewing machine, if you're going to get a sewing machine of this caliber, you'd be paying around about the £600 mark just for the sewing machine. For an embroidery machine, again, of this kind of quality, you'd be paying the same again. So at $899.99, considering what you're getting here, if you do go for this, and I did a show, say, with Hayley West, it was a couple of days ago, and we actually sold quite a few of these. What I would say is Hayley did a craft along, and the craft along was all about exploring this very machine. So if you are going to be going for this option, what I would suggest, do your own research, see how much it is elsewhere, watch the craft along with Hayley, and then when we factor it all in, see what a fantastic machine it is, then maybe consider purchasing. But I mean, 3 flex payments at £300 across 3 months. So your first £300, we send it out to you. How are we getting on?
Okay, we're good.
Good?
Yep. Schoolboy error.
Hey, don't worry. Live
Happens
TV.
all the
Live
time.
TV, don't worry.
Where's my other bit gone? There it is. Okay. So one of the advantages of this machine is you can also vary the stitch length. So if I set this away again, oops, I don't want to be there. I think I'm at the, there we go. And it always starts at the top of a kind of a wave, as it were. Ooh, I just want to get rid of that thread before it gets caught.
Okay.
There we go. One of the important things when you're using these decorative stitches is just let the machine go at its own pace. As soon as you start kind of pulling and pushing to try and get it through, that's when it's going to start going a little bit wonky and a little bit squiffy. Now, one of the things you can do with this machine is you can increase that stitch length. So if I want to vary the waves that I've got here, as long as I stop when I'm at the top of a wave, at the crest of a wave, if you will, then I can change those waves as I go along.
I mean, you've got so many features in here. And one thing to point out as well is this is a machine that will grow with you. So
absolutely.
A lot of people, when they start off, they buy a machine, say 200, 300 pounds, but then they find once they very quickly progress on, then they've outgrown the machine. So
well, what I would also kind of recommend is if you are just starting out, and this is a kind of a bit much budget-wise, then look at the 100Q. 100Q is a brilliant kind of starting machine. Okay. What I would advise is if you are going to start sewing, just, I mean, if that's all your budget allows, by all means go for one of the kind of mechanical machines. But you will outgrow it so quickly. It's a false economy. Because what you do is another machine. You buy that one for, say, £120, and then you find within 6 months you're looking for one at 2-3 times the price. Yeah. Don't bother. Use the flexi option and go for the 100Q. That's a great starting point. When you take a step up from that, then this is the one to go for.
What I would say, and we've noticed, now this wasn't going to be our focus, but we have got a couple of people right now who have got the jade in their basket. If that is you, what I would say is have a look at the craft along with Hayley, and it was 2 hours. Literally exploring, and how it came about is John Lockwood's got one of these, and he was talking to Hayley, and he's like, I haven't used it to its full potential. So Hayley said, right, we're going to do a craft along, and I'll talk you through it. But I was lucky enough to do that with her, and at the end of the show, I was absolute fan. I was sold on the machine. So what you're getting is an embroidery machine. Little things to point out, because Hayley was saying, you'll get this, Hayley. So a lot of machines, embroidery machines, you've got the small 4-inch kind of hoop.
Yes, you just get the little hoop, and then it's an upgrade to get the next size. But this comes with the Whopper. It
does come with the big one. It's the quality, it's the amount of stitches that you're getting here. Working with it, it's an intuitive machine. You will never regret this. So this is the kind of machine that a lot of sewers look at with sort of coveted eyes. So if it is in your basket, have a look at the first thing I'd be doing, have a look at how much it's selling elsewhere. So usually it would be 1,200 on our website, and I have seen it for 1,200 on our website. Elsewhere, I've seen it for up to 1,400. We've got it on for $899, but here's the thing with Hochanda, you are able to spread that over 3 months. So 300 today, and we'll send you out this fabulous machine. Okay.
So I'm using just really simple techniques so we can build this up a bit more and a bit more. So we've got a variegated thread, and I'm just changing the width of the stitch as I go. Nice. So I'm taking it from big to small. I'm doing kind of 2 waves, 3 waves, 4 waves, just varying everything as I go, just to create a kind of more random, slightly more random effect. Now I might go a bit smaller. And then we might finish with a really big one. So every time it gets to that top of the wave, I'm having to think, how do I want to change it? And I'll just keep coming back and putting more and more waves in. So I'll do my rows. What I'm trying to do is use the, to get them kind of quite even, I'm using my foot, and I'm using the edge of the foot, and I'm taking it just a fraction above the kind of tops of all of these waves. So I'm keeping things, even though they're different stitch widths, I'm keeping them kind of parallel in terms of waves.
Can you see the bead from your hand?
Yes, I can see straight out the front. Well, it depends whether tied in or tied out. If tied in, you see sea.
Yeah.
If tied out, then there's some rocks and sand. Sand, rocks, sea.
Do you ever walk out there in the summer?
Yeah. Well, when it's warm.
Bit of winkling?
No. Oh, well, you could do. There's some rock pools right outside. So once the tide's out, you definitely could. And you see all the crazy people on the doing the Boxing Day dip and the New Year's Day dip.
Oh, have you ever done that?
Oh,
I'm bad
no.
enough getting in the Mediterranean.
No, I couldn't do that. Have I got this wide enough? Oh no, I've stopped a little bit short. I'm going to have to add some extras on. That's okay. Right, I'll add some extras on. Get this all the way to the edge.
Lovely.
So, if I'd stopped this halfway through and I wanted to pick up that stitch, it's always best, especially if it's a digital machine, to just knock the stitch off and then knock it back on again, because then it'll start, you know where you're starting at the top of a stitch. Because there's nothing worse than kind of starting it and not being quite sure where in the stitch that you are.
That's a really good tip.
I'll take this right to the end because we need to get all of this so we can finish off our lovely little strip quilt.
Nice. So are
Chop that off. And because I'm chopping and changing the size of these as I go, see this one again, that's where my my either thread snapped or my bobbin ran out, I can't remember which. So I can just unpick a couple of these. Where's my little yellow unpicker? There we go. I can just take a couple of these back to get it back to the start, because I'm always starting on the top of one of those waves, because then that's making my life easier, because I know where I'm starting and stopping, and I know that I'm going to get a full stitch in.
Okay.
So I'm just going to whip these out. There we go.
Lovely.
I should take them out, and then we'll get to the end of this one. I'll put a few more of these in for tomorrow, and then tomorrow I think what we'll do is we'll start building that main block, because there's nothing scary about that quilt pattern. It's all squares and triangles.
Nice. Okay.
So we'll do that tomorrow. We'll put the block together, and then we'll continue on with our little strip quilt.
Perfect.
Now, so I'm going to line that back up with the top of there, smaller stitch.
Been a nice hour, Hayley. Have you enjoyed it?
I have. I've had a lovely little time to myself.
Very nice.
That's going down.
Did you have any trouble with the storms up where you were?
Well, I was down here while they were having storms.
Yeah, okay.
And I did ring my brother on the way back up and say, "Oh, what's it like? Am I going to have trouble getting home?" No, it's fine.
Okay.
I've just left my barbecue flat on its face most of the winter, because every time I'm here, I go home and it's over. So I've just put it somewhere flat. Just left it now.
It's a good play.
I think what I'm going to end up doing is actually chaining it to the wall, because we do get some pretty vicious kind of winds and storms and things. So
I can imagine.
Yeah, I've just kind of not given up. Giving up's the wrong attitude on it. But I have accepted that in the winter, the barbecue must be laid flat.
Well, I do love a good barbecue.
Myself. Oh. So, I don't need it till the summer, do I? Realistically. I'm not going to use it in the winter. It's my first time with a gas barbecue as well.
Oh,
see, I didn't think it would blow away, because I have the gas bottle there to kind of weigh it down.
Yeah.
But no.
Did it blow down?
Well, the gas bottle didn't blow away, but the barbecue kind of... I think the wind just gets under the cover.
It's a big barbecue.
Of the what?
It must be a big barbecue.
It's about that big.
Okay.
It's big enough to it's big enough for a few sausages. You invite yourself up for a barbecue as well now.
I love a barbecue. Barbecue, sit and look at the bay. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Going to be down every other weekend.
What, just get me on a shift down here and just borrow my house keys?
A house sit. Time's beating us, Hayley.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But we'll be back at 9.
Not you, though.
Not me,
You're not getting up early.
No, but I'll be watching.
Okay, thanks.
I do watch. So, Hayley will be returning tomorrow at 9, 1 and 5 with our fantastic one-day special. Really hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for keeping us company. The weekend is here. Have a great evening, whatever you're up to. Now, the live shows are finishing, but we've still got some great shows coming up on Hochanda to keep you company if you haven't had your crafting fix.
What?
Well, I will be. We've got the cricket show. Me? I will be telling you.
Okay.
Yeah, but we've got the cricket show coming up. We've got another repeat hour with yourself as well.
Oh, no, another
and then
like
we've
me.
got, I think it's the craft tree.
Oh, what's that?
Craft treat.
Oh, what's that?
Well, you have to find out. You have to watch.
Well, I'll be in bed by then.
Well, you can watch it in bed.
Okay.
You can watch it with your Hochanda go up. Thank you so much for your company. Thank you, Hayley. I really enjoyed it. So, plenty more coming up, and I will tell you exactly what in a moment. We've got Be Your Creator.